is I'm going to take us to our starting map, which is all of you have entered Stone Valley for whatever reason or purpose. And each of you, for whatever your reasons are, has attained this note bounty from the mayor of Stone Valley, stating that he is willing to give a reward of 1,000 gold, more than probably most of you have encountered as a reward in some time, to find his lost daughter. His daughter, it just said, was lost. There's no explicit locations or reasons, whether it was like a kidnapping or such. It states, reward for my lost daughter. And I will show eventually you'll get a picture of that at some point. So all of you are here in Stone Valley for these reasons, I imagine. You want some cash, some cold cash, or maybe you want that tattoo you've always been waiting for. That 1,000 gold really goes along. So the mayor has called on all adventurers interested in the reward, and each of you're interested. So you go into the evening around, we'll say, dinner time. The mayor has put on a nice little display of hors d'oeuvres, tasty treats, delicious drinks and alcohols, fine wines that he's procured, definitely from out of this town. And you all enter into his manor. Give me a moment. I need to actually add a couple more characters into the manor. Okay, there's that one. I'm going to put you all together for a second. And then I'm missing Daj's token. There you are.
Can I make a request of the players?
Okay,
I don't know
ahead.
if we're just waiting until we introduce ourselves, but please, everyone, change your name to what your character's name is. That will help.
A bonus role play option. A bonus role play option. Much appreciated.
Also try to change your avatar.
Or change it
in Roll20.
In
Roll20.
In the little gear section,
yes,
you can change your display name in the campaign.
Correct.
No, I just wanted to make sure not Discord.
Yeah,
not Discord.
And then possibly look into changing your icon as well, so it's a bit easier to match up when you get a chance.
Oh, I just turn off the icons.
Yeah,
you're welcome to turn them off.
Yeah, eventually we'll figure it out. But
yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go on the order of the bottom of Roll20. So I'm gonna move you to the manor. I've put you all together for now, but it's assumed that you're not actually scrunched up into a group once you enter the manor. You all enter the manor in the order that I will say. So let me actually GM later some folks. So my first one I see is a... Sorry, I'm GM layering. We are introduced to a halfling character who happens to be full of luck. He enters the manor...
Are we supposed to see the manor?
With a skip in his step. Enter Elnor Silverbluff, the Lucky Charm. The music it's coming. Hold on.
I hear it.
Elnor, would you like to introduce yourself to the campaign and give a small description of yourself?
And this is quite the cast of characters. I see Master Chief, Echo, Geralt, the Lucky Charm Leprechaun.
I repeat, Elnor.
I've been laughing at Kuru's name the whole time. Okay, hello everyone. I am Elnor, a halfling cleric of the god Timora, good old Lady Luck, and I'm here to make a fortune and dance the leak spin.
Elnor Silverbluff enters the manor. He's excited about the reward. There are various adventurers in groups here. You notice Elnor. And before we're going to introduce everybody will have an opportunity if they want to mingle. I'll give one opportunity to mingle with someone. But keep in mind, time is sensitive because we have 7 players. I want to make sure everybody has some opportunity. Okay. We have bottom next person entering the fray. Let me try and pull up. Oh, by the way, if you wish me to change the description of your character, you need to message me right now. I am currently on Jub. Jub, the half elf. And you see a half elf enter into the manor. And let me go ahead and put you on the token layer. And Jub, he seems the scholarly type. Enter Jub, the arcane scholar.
Yeah, that's me. I'm a half-elf ranger who's really into spells, but I've never been able to cast one. So I hope to find some people who can teach me the ways.
Additionally,
also,
I'm sorry, keep going. Continue.
Oh yeah, and I want to have a grand adventure. That's what I'm here for.
Additionally, you notice, at least Elner, Jub has a parrot on his shoulder.
That is my friend. He's here.
That is his friend.
That's I honestly forgot what the name was that I gave.
Good God. Okay, he forgets the name of his bird. Not surprised, given the character.
Forgetful arcane scholar half-elf ranger. Got it.
Gerald. His name is Gerald.
His name is Gerald. Okay, great. Perfect. So Gerald the parrot and Jub the half-elf. We have our next character entering the manor. Same description I gave with Elnor, by the way, Jub. The next character to enter the manor, you see an odd-looking... You're not sure what it is. It looks like a suit of armor. Enter Serox the Fallen One.
Yep. So that's me. I'm a Warforged, so that's why I look like a big old suit of armor. I'm hunting something, so this looks like a good opportunity to scour the lands and find what I'm hunting.
And Serox, obviously, we're not going to share your backstory at the moment because I want you to be the one to do that. But Serox, you are haunted by the sins of your past.
Correct.
And you have a sense that some divine spirits are watching you very closely.
And I'm also looking for a chance at redemption. I see this as perhaps the way to put me on that path.
Perfect. Thank you, Serox. And again, same description of the manor I gave to the others. Our next entrance into the manor. We have... Let me go ahead and get my... I'm simply going to say the first name, Josh, if you don't mind. Just the first name. We have a young woman who's fairly short, slender build, and is just a human girl. Enter into the manor, Erica, the curious explorer.
Hello, everybody. My name is Erica. Standing a powerful 5 foot 2 inches. You see this woman with just sleek black hair, olive-colored skin, pretty fair-skinned. Just kind of an average human girl. I'm a rogue archetype. Kind of pretty good at sneaking around and digging through. And my goal is just I want to be an archaeologist. I want to find things and kind of present them, in my own museum eventually. It needs a bit of work, but I'm hoping that this can kind of get me started on my journey. A little bit of a stipend.
Thank you, Erica. And Erica, you find a number of wonderful characters in this room. Same description I gave to everybody else. And I think that's good for now, Erica. Thank you. We have next on our list trying to make sure I get this right. Okay. Next on our list, we have a bard with a pep in his step who happens to be a half-elf and is wearing a lot of green. So Elner, he catches your eye right away. We're going to enter Arden? Am I pronouncing that right? Arden?
Yep.
Okay.
Arden.
Arden the mischievous bard.
Yep. So you see a half elf. He as Otto said, has a bit of a pep of his step, carrying a lute and a crossbow on his back. Kind of shoulder length, black hair, green cloak, relatively ornate clothes, and he just walks in, takes a bow, surveys the room, and steps back. He doesn't really say anything, but he seems to take stock of what's going on here. And yeah, that's about it for now.
Thank you. Thank you, Arden. I forgot I can Shift Z things. It's pretty cool power. Here's a Shift Z on Erica, for those that are curious. Here's a Shift Z on Jub. And here's a Shift Z on his parrot companion.
Oh, that's cool.
Shift Z on Elner and Serox. This is some of the tokens are kind of squished, so I feel this is probably better to see it this way. Okay, thank you, Arden. Next, I am gonna butcher this. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Nope. I'm gonna try it.
Whatever you say, that's what I'll roll with, Otto. So you do what you want.
Okay. Next, we have a little gnome with a twinkle in his eye, and he happens to be playing with some magic in his hand. Oddly enough, though, he seems to be carrying a strange-looking seashell? You're not sure what it is. Enter Pahanin, Sorcerer of the Sea. And I will get the token. Go ahead.
So you see a small gnome walk in. He looks over everybody once before pulling out the shell from beneath his robe and holding it to his ear. He listens, he nods once, then he turns to the crowd and shouts, "I am Pahanin, humble servant to the shell, great sorcerer of the sea. I have come on guidance of my prophet Shelley." And that's it.
Your shell responds to you since you put it to your ear. And it says in a, I wouldn't say a soft voice, but it's not necessarily like yelling in your ear. A confident voice says, "Quite a lot of people in this hall. A lot of humans too." And next on our list, we have our final and, oh my, most powerful, if we're looking at muscles. My goodness, this human looks real strong, and for whatever reason, decided not to wear a shirt. All of you don't know why. No shirts on, but clearly this character is holding some kind of shirt or jacket. So there's really no reason the shirt should be off, but it is. Enter our human Melonius Thonk. And Melonius Thonk, the amateur brewer.
Hi, my name's Melonius. I'm an amateur brewmaster under my mentor and father figure, Dials Mavis. I'm just trying to get some gold to help our brewery out, and I just want to get some coin and help out my dad however I can, and also I want to learn new brewing styles by traveling across the land.
For those of you that are nearby, Melonius, this is a positive person. It's very clear that his words are genuine, and there's a lot of care in what he's saying. For those of you that are nearby, in particular. So, all of our characters have introduced themselves, and you are all in various areas of the ballroom at the Mayor's Manor. So, I will allow each person an opportunity to potentially mingle. You may also choose not to. Simply pass will say your turn. And we will start by those who entered first. Elner, would you like to mingle with anyone, or would you simply wish to pass?
I would like to mingle with Arden and compliment Arden on their beautiful choice of color of their attire.
Arden?
Yes. And you are sorry, didn't catch your name. I think you came in before me.
Elner Silverbuff. Pleasure to meet you, Lassie.
Do you say Lassie?
Laddie.
Laddie. Yes, indeed.
I see, I see. Beautiful green hat you have there. I'm quite jealous.
Yes, it's well, it attracts attention, that's for sure.
Mm.
You've got quite the outfit yourself.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Elner. Jub.
Otto, can I make a request?
Yes, sir, you may.
Would it be possible to put all of our names underneath our tokens?
Yes,
at
it is
least from the
possible.
beginning?
It is
So
possible
that
I can
way
do that.
We know who people are.
Sure thing, buddy. I got you.
Thank
While Jub is going, I will do this. Okay?
All right. I
If
am
you
going
sorry, if you wish a
okay.
different name on your nameplate, please let me know. Go ahead, Jub.
I am going to go over to Pahanin very excitedly, very quickly. Oh my gosh. Are you a wizard? Like a real
sorcerer.
wizard?
A sorcerer of the sea, my friend. The
Oh
shell
my
has
gosh.
granted me powers.
Oh
Would
my
you like
goodness.
to see one?
Yes, yes, please.
I shoot like a little spurt of water into the air.
Okay.
Wave
Oh.
my hands.
The Jub, you see Pahanin, I don't know, like, yeah, shoot a bolt of water into the air, and some other folks nearby take a look, and some of them are shaking their heads like, wow, what a show off. What's he doing? You notice the mayor is in this room. He's still like fiddling with things, but he noticed that, and he starts to clap his hands. He's like, whoa, amazing. Wow.
I do the same thing as the mayor.
I bow.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I've always wanted to learn more about magic. How do you do it?
Soon, friend. I may show you a secret or two.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, and that's all.
Okay. Serox. All your names are on there, by the way, now. Some of them, obviously, some of you are like kind of overtaking each other, so I'll just do that so we can see names. Serox, would you like to mingle or talk to some of these new people you've seen walk in? You can also pass. You are welcome to pass.
I'm just gonna pass.
Sounds good. Thank you. Erica, mingle, pass.
Oh, I would love to mingle. I kind of want to take a scope of the room real quick.
Sure.
Is there anybody that seems like super out there, that like something I've never seen before?
Okay. I can give you a couple. Okay. So there appears to be a dark wizard, at least to your to your thoughts, at the very bottom left of the ballroom, and he's with a group of a couple of adventurers. There also appears to be an odd-looking man in the back here, carrying like it looks like a glowing weapon. You're not exactly sure what that is. Additionally, there's a couple people all wearing the same red garb. Looks like a cloak from what you're seeing. Everybody else, you're not pegging as any different from any other adventurer you've seen. I suppose if we're talking specifically about party members, it is strange that there's like a gnome who keeps putting like a shell to his ear. That's kind of odd. This full suit of armor, it's interesting that somebody just came in with a full suit of armor and hasn't taken any of it off. It's warm in here. That's a bit odd, I suppose. What else? At this point, everybody else I don't think really is out of the ordinary.
Is Arden carrying an instrument?
Arden
are you carrying an instrument? Yes or no? I don't know the answer.
Arden has a lute, and yeah, a lute is the only instrument you would see. Not like it's like strapped to his back or something like that.
Okay.
I would love
maybe
to
maybe
approach.
his belt.
I would love to approach Arden.
Okay.
Like, do you play? I'm assuming you do. You mentioned you were a bard, correct?
I don't believe I said that. You're making a little bit of an assumption there, aren't you?
I apologize. Most people I see with instruments generally play them and generally identify as bards, so I might have assumed, but
you want to hear a song?
I would love to actually. I love the lute. Very beautiful. And I kind of look over and see Elner kind of still hanging out. I'm like, oh, and you, what is it? Did you said your name was? I'm sorry, I came in late as well.
Elder Silverbuff. A pleasure to meet you.
Silverbuff. Oh, Silverbuff. And I kind of I like shake his hand like excitedly. That's kind of my interaction.
Yeah, it's fine.
Just kind of general mingling.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Well, Arden, you are next. You gonna play that song, or are you gonna do something else?
I'll play that song, and I'll
Okay.
say, pay attention, darling.
Oh.
And I will play the song.
Okay. Performance, please.
Performance.
Yep.
And as I'm finishing the final note of the song, I'm gonna try and swipe my hand down and pickpocket Erica.
Okay, go ahead. Performance and the sleight of
Oh.
hand. Performance will dictate sleight of hand. Your performance was decent. It's definitely not up to your normal stuff. Therefore, your sleight of hand will just be normal sleight of hand check.
Can I contest this at all?
You are welcome to do a perception check to see if you notice the attempt.
I would do. Oh, I rolled 2. Whoops.
Your sleight of hand failed. It's a pretty low roll, so I say it fails. And you didn't notice it, Erica. So, Erica, the performance was solid. You enjoyed it.
That was rather good. I've heard quite a bit of performances on the street, but I don't get a chance to see very many half-elves getting a chance to play. Thank you. And I just kind of go to mingle with other people around that I see interesting.
Okay. For now, we'll pass on and keep moving, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
Arden, you played and you did. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. For me.
Pahanin, what are you doing? Mingle, pass, McCringle, what's up?
McCringle.
Mhm.
What's the McCringle option? Hold
Mingle
up.
McCringle?
Mingle, McCringle.
Okay, I would like to consult with the shell while staring at the 3 dudes in the robes.
You consult the shell. What are you consulting the shell about, though?
I'm just. Do you recognize any of those lads?
You're consulting the shell. When you consult the shell, what kind of consultation would you say it is? Is it of the religious nature? Are you trying to utilize magic? How do you tap into the shell's response?
Religious.
Go ahead then.
Definitely more.
Whatever you think
Sorry,
it is,
go ahead.
roll it.
Whatever. Oh, okay.
I don't know. You have to tell me because I don't know the answer. I don't know what you're trying to utilize for this. For some people, it might be religious. Okay, 22.
I
You-
believe in it. I
Um,
really believe, dog.
Okay. so you tap into the powers of the shell, which you worship just merely by the fact that you keep it with you all the time and constantly put it to your ear. And you ask about these strange looking folks in the red robes and who they are. The shell responds. The shell says, some nobody cultists. I'm sure here for some coin to bring back to their group. Pay them no mind right now. They are not important.
I immediately turn away and ignore them.
Okay. Everybody that's around Pahanin, he didn't. You don't. Do you speak out loud when you talk to the shell?
I hold it to my mouth and I whisper.
Okay, you whisper.
Real quiet.
Got it. If anybody wants to try and, listen in on that, you got to roll perception.
Would.
Just the eavesdropping.
I would.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know why it did that, but
11. You don't get a really good idea of what was said exactly, but you feel like you heard robes. Red robes. Something
Okay.
about red robes. You're not sure exactly. That's what I'll give you for that. And
All right.
I'll say it is your round, so you can mingle or pass at this point.
I would like to mingle. I would like to talk to Arden because I'm interested in those of the arts.
Arden, you see one one of the folks who entered after you walk up to you.
Hello. I notice you have a lute. Are you, or a lyre? Excuse me. Are you also interested in the musical arts?
Dabble, I suppose.
Nice. I'm also interested, and I will pull out of seemingly nowhere a set of bagpipes.
I don't.
Here we go. Okay.
Oh. Do you play too?
Maybe, I'm not the greatest, but maybe we could play together sometime. I'd like to point out, by the way, Melonius is like 17 and he is just a dewy-eyed kid. So anytime he sees anyone that is like remotely interesting to him, he's just like, "Ooh, cool."
Yeah, sure. Arden, you pick up. We'll say you pick up on that a little bit. I'm not going to say like I don't think starry-eyed is the right description, right? But there's a lot of intrigue behind what Melonius is saying to you.
Well, seems I'm rather popular tonight for some odd reason.
Yeah,
I suppose I could entertain you.
I mean, I don't want to impose by any stretch, but it's so rare that I get to meet someone who's also interested in music quite the same way that I am.
Well, very well.
Okay.
I will just start loudly playing the bagpipes.
Okay, performance.
Can I?
Are you trying? Okay, yeah, no. You can roll the bagpipes, of course.
Okay.
That's perfect.
I am proficient in bagpipes.
That's fine. That's fine for me. And Arden, we'll say the same for you. From now on, you can roll the instrument if you're proficient, which I assume you are.
No, I'm just gonna sit here and listen. Actually, I'm not gonna play.
Okay. Melonius loudly plays the bagpipes, and everybody around Melonius hears this just booming sound. And at first, you're just like, "Oh, my ears!" But then you start to listen, and you're like, "Oh my god, the rhythm, the beat." And then, Pahana, you start to tap your foot on the ground. You start to tap. You're tapping to the beat. It's possibly the best play of bagpipes you've ever heard. And Serox, for character's sake, I don't know, but if it is the case that, you are able to hear this music clearly, it's good music.
I just like give one final loud and then just like and see everyone staring and just be like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
The mayor claps.
I'm clapping.
I'm clapping with the mayor.
I'm gonna clap as well.
Some of the other adventurers and group people start to clap as well. And the mayor's like, "Oh, good show, my friend. Good show. So excellent music, excellent. Truly the finest bagpipes I've ever heard."
I also play the horn a bit if you would like me to try that at some point, but not now. I don't want to keep going.
I think we've heard enough for now, kid.
I could say something real quick.
Please.
In response to that performance, my Jump walks over and gets down on his knees and says, "Oh, Mel, I didn't realize you were so powerful. My God, she's telling me that you're special. There's something about you. I can hear it." And then I back away.
What do you mean by that? Who told you? What do you know?
Lucky, my goddess. She says it. And that's all.
I'm just gonna. Okay.
That happened. That just happened, Melonius. A man just walked up to you, a half elf, and on a knee praised you and invoked an unknown god.
My 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 hair, like, it. I just want to say that, like, the body hair of me gets like almost looks like it gets a little bit longer at that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, got it. I'm gonna say for now, people don't notice unless they're really paying close attention to that. Nobody notices that. Let's say that. Okay. We've gone through everybody's opportunities to do some things like mingling or passing for those that did pass. And at this point in time, the mayor stops the band that was playing in the corner. And he says, "Wow, that was wonderful music. Wonderful. I've heard so many excellent performances today. But I'm sure you're not all here to listen to this unbelievable music. I call attention to all adventurers here in this manner, for you are here for the bounty that I put out in this county, and I did try and pull some strings and get some messages around the barony, if I do say so myself. I'm a pretty big deal. And I humbly request that each of you helps me with my great task. My gorgeous daughter. She's gone missing! My flower, my sweet flower is gone. And I need all of you to help me and take on this great quest to find her. Her name is Natalie. She has beautiful flowing hair and these piercing eyes. You'd know her if you saw her. I will distribute a picture of her to all able groups of adventurers who are able to take on my task. Can I count on you all to find her for... And he takes a bag of gold, because he starts shaking it and you can hear the sound of it, and he throws it on the table. And it's a hefty sack of gold. He says, for this reward of 100, excuse me, a little bit old, 1,000 gold pieces. Can I count on all of you to take on this task? And
Is that all your daughter's worth, Mayor? A measly 1,000.
A measly... Who said that? Who was that? And he starts looking around. Who said that?
I like to shuffle like a step or two away from Arden at this point.
Yeah.
He looks in Arden's direction and goes, I thought you were part of the band. But 1,000 gold, if I may say so myself, is a hefty sum. And the amount of money I can part with. This amount of treasure is what I have. I am... Well, I'm sure many of you are more than happy to take on my task for this wealth. Yes? Or does anybody else have anything to say regarding the reward? No? Very well then. Each group I will distribute a picture to, and then you are welcome to be on your way. For informational purposes, I can tell you now, I don't know much. Unfortunately, if I knew more, I would have divulged it. But what I do know is my daughter went missing several days ago. And I was quick to get word out after she wasn't found within the first 24 to 48 hours. So, allow me to distribute these photos of her to the groups, and you'll be on your merry way. And let me see here. I see some groups. You all with the bard that questioned my reward. You must be a group. Here, I will give you a photo.
Actually, okay.
And he hands you a hand in the picture. I will go ahead and put that onto the screen here. Give me a moment, please. let's see, where is it? There you are. Let's copy that here. Run back to the mayor, paste it, and there it is. Top of the screen. I'm just going to leave it right there.
Oh no, she's hot.
My daughter has been missing
Damn, she's hot.
for like I said, more than a few days. I'm hoping that you all can help me find her. Here, take this, you group. Go ahead, feel free. This is an odd group, by the way. Very strange-looking group of adventurers. Well, you all must know each other well, so get to it. And he goes to all the other groups and distributes the image.
Um.
Well, I suppose that's settled then.
Oh my God.
There we are.
Hannah, do you mind if I take a look at that picture he gave you?
Of course, good fellow. I hand
Thank
it
you.
over.
As you converse, I
kinda
will
look
say,
it
as you
over and-
converse, some groups are leaving.
Well, I guess if we're working together, we should probably get a little bit more information about what's going on here.
Wait, we're working together?
I mean, I suppose you're more than welcome to go on your own, Arden, but for the sum of 1,000 gold, more eyes are always more helpful.
I'm not
I can look at the
100%
picture.
interested in the money, so I'm okay to work with the group.
I've stopped paying attention. I'm doing more water spells for job.
Of course
Or
you
for
are.
job.
Of course you are.
Oh.
The mayor says, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. Is there a question? You're still here. I'm just everybody else has left, so I'm just curious."
Just thinking though,
Yes.
if like the word got out that
Mhm.
your daughter was only worth 1,000 gold to you, what do you think about that?
You're really tied up on the 1,000 gold thing, huh?
I should take some more steps away
Uh,
from
uh,
Arden.
Perhaps I wasn't clear. That 1,000 gold is what I am able to part with.
I'm just
I
gonna
wanna-
like
I want
walk
insight.
over to
wa-
Erica.
I want inside check him on that one, see if he's bullshitting me.
Yeah, go ahead.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna kind of like the Melanius.
God, this manner's
was it
nice.
Yeah, Erica,
Was it
right?
Melonius?
Yeah.
Do you think we should ask him more about what happened?
I think that's a good idea.
I don't. I'm not sure. I don't. It seems like we're in a bit of a how should I put it? Interesting group. But uh, but at
Emphasis
least
on
there's
the
at least there's
end.
one other human here that I can relate to. Um.
Yeah.
Oh, and your
Yeah,
background's really
right.
good. That was really good.
Oh, thank you.
Yes. But I would like to kind of ask the mayor. Excuse me. Mayor Dunlap.
Yes, of course.
When exactly did your daughter go missing? You mentioned a couple days ago, but do you have
Several.
like a timeline? Like, when did you last see her?
We started the search. Well, I would say the search started more than several days ago. We began our search several days ago. If I had to say confidently, I instructed the guards to begin searching at least nearby the town roughly 5 days ago. After 24 hours, we expanded our search into regions further out, and we attempted to search the swamps. After 48 hours, we presumed her officially missing, and the guard perhaps requested isn't the appropriate term, but they recommended that I put out a reward to see if any adventurers who were nearby happened to be interested in helping us, because the guard, we cannot spread ourselves too thin.
Sir, if I might ask, was there like any sort of signs of struggle, or did she just up and suddenly wasn't there?
A good question. There was no struggle to my knowledge. My daughter occasionally goes out to the north of town, and she likes to she likes to spend time in nature. I've told her to be safe, but she doesn't listen. She's a free spirit. If I suppose searching there would be a good start, but in truth, I really couldn't tell you anything beyond that. One of these days, she left the manor. She mentioned to me she was going out, and that was it. She didn't return. It is, I think, important to note that she did leave in the late morning, which is typical for her. She usually leaves in the late morning after her breakfast.
Sir, do you have any enemies or people that might wish harm upon you or your family?
I don't think so. I'd like to think that I do good by this town. I don't recall making any enemies recently.
Is the north the direction to the swamp
Correct.
that he was talking about? Okay. And what of the people that went searching the swamp? Was there any issues with it, or did they just not find anything?
My guards tend to avoid searching the swamps too often. There are many creatures there that they're not friendly. So we avoid it as much as we can, just because there are risks. So if my daughter is lost in that swamp, heaven, I don't know what I'd do.
Well, it sounds like we have a destination. I say let's head off then.
Well, I agree. Let's get a move
With
on.
that, I'll turn around and I'll start walking out.
Oh, okay.
I will go with him.
I kind of like look in between like the mayor and like Xerox, and I just start following Xerox and Melonius out.
Mayor, I'm looking around and I'm seeing a lot of fancy stuff around here. It would be a real shame if I made up a song called, maybe I call it Natalie Dunlap, the Thousand Gold Whore. And
Do I
walk.
hear him doing this?
While you're leaving, he starts to say certain things to the mayor that are not friendly. And the mayor says, I don't even know who you are, sir. So, I don't really see why one bard making up a silly song like that would be my problem. Do you want the reward or not?
Oh, I do.
Then
I do.
what is the issue, my bard? Do you need more?
Yes, your
How much
reward
more do you
seems-
think you need, bard, for you to get out of my manor?
I'll leave your manor now, but I don't think you're, I'm not sure you'll be too liked around here once I'm done with you.
I'm sure one bard is going to change the town's opinion of me, which, by the way, is a positive opinion.
I'll leave.
I kind of want to like call it to the top of the steps as we're like about to leave the door. Like, Arden, are you coming?
For Erica at the top, as Arden turns around and leaves, the mayor mouths something and then walks off.
Do I catch it all what he said?
You're gonna have to make a perception check for that. He mouthed it. You got to read lips.
I want to also do that thing. Well,
First natural.
not sure.
baby!
Not sure.
of course, John
out
was the one to get
early.
it.
Let's
Get it
get
out
it.
early.
Yeah, let's
Yes!
just get him
Nope.
out where
Not a
it
fucking
doesn't
clue.
matter.
Unfortunately, you do not know what he mouthed. You're not sure. And he just
Perfect.
returns to his table. He's frustrated.
Perfect.
Okay. So
Such
at
a
this
good
point in
bit,
time,
too.
I assume everybody's left the manor. So I'm going to move us now to the Stone Valley map. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll put the theme back on for Stone Valley. So here's the town's map. You're all familiar with this map.
Yeah, of course.
Just
of course.
generally speaking, you've been here before. You've been here. So to the north and to the east, actually, we're gonna say like northeast in total. Any of those directions, you're gonna hit part of the swamp. Okay. The mayor's manor was in the top left corner here of the Stone Valley map. So that's where you are currently. And there are several different locations of interest besides just the swamp. There is a tavern that some of you are more than likely already staying at. It is called the Dragonfly Inn. There is also a couple stores that you recall walking by on your way to the manor, or at least seeing when you left the inn. And there's also a renowned hunters guild here, which helps with the town is known for trading furs and game to all over the all over Moonglade, actually. So the hunters guild helps mandate rules for hunting. There's also a church here for a god, the god Helm. There is a handout for this. For the sake of this, it is common knowledge what gods represent to a certain extent. You don't have full details. You know exactly what they are. For now, just for simplicity's sake. And then finally, there's a nice looking park here. Pretty park. Lots of people go to the park. For your reference. So it is now up to the group to decide where to go from here. The map is yours.
Just keep marching towards the north gate.
What time is it?
The time, excellent. So it was around dinner time at the manor. I'm gonna say it is getting late. I'm gonna say between 8 and 9. 8 and 9 p.m.
Should we wait until the morning to head out? It might be a little dangerous to go into the swamp this late at night.
Seems like a fool's errand to me.
That's right, I forgot that people need to eat and sleep.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Okay, noted.
I mean, I got a late start today, and I'm willing to go into the swamp now, but I understand the need to stay back and rest.
I'm just worried because some of us folk might not be able to see very well when it gets dark. I don't have the greatest sight, personally. I don't know about you all, but
I generally don't have much of a problem, but
I mean, if you want to go, we can just go. I mean, I'm
Gold
not.
doesn't. The
Alright,
gold
hold up
doesn't
the-
do a damn thing for us if we're dead.
Good point. That is a good point.
I'll
Then,
start walking towards the Dragonfly Inn then.
yeah.
Sir,
I
he's with purpose. With purpose going there. Okay.
I guess.
Yep.
Should we say 10 tomorrow in the morning? A late start? Or you guys want to? Okay, he's gone. Oh.
Serox is going to the Dragonfly Inn. He's pretty
Yes.
much there.
I guess 10 it is then. Okay. Right. Are the shops still open in town?
No,
late?
shops are closed. Too late. It's too
Okay.
late.
What time do they open?
They open in the morning pretty early. I'm gonna say, let's say 8 a.m.
Mhm.
We'll say the business hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Which is, again, that may seem like an early close, but what I would imagine is, being this is like kind of a smaller town, the people that own these stores, they're gonna go, more than likely spend their evenings somewhere else, and you don't know necessarily the ins and outs of the town and its people, but Serox, when you get into the Dragonfly Tavern, a lot of the people from the town are here.
Okay. I'm gonna go right up to the innkeeper and request the room.
Okay, give me a second. So is everybody going in the Dragonfly Inn before if so, I'm gonna move to it. Otherwise, I'm
Yep.
gonna have to be creative.
Yeah, I'll be heading there.
Okay.
I'll be out
Head
there as
there.
well.
I'll probably be
Yeah.
like heading there, going either up into the room I already own,
Okay.
or
Yeah, do we have-
You own
Hold
a
on,
room.
hold
it,
on.
it depends who's been here before and who'd be here afterwards.
I'll answer
Like,
one question at a
I don't know.
time. So was there a
Okay.
question in there?
I was just gonna say I would probably just go straight to the inn and then
Okay.
either head into the room I already probably have here because I think I've been here for a couple days.
This is a large enough inn where it's assumed that a lot of people could stay here. I'll be fair to say that. Again, I'm just gonna move you to the map, but it's assumed that once you get in, you'll notice. And don't worry, your tokens are not meant to be here. This is just visibly just to see who may or may not
What's
be in here.
Tina doing
Ita!
here?
And so
Ita!
so you'll see like a lot of the town is here.
Odd thief.
And then I'm changing to my inn music. Okay, so you all enter, and Erica, you said you wanted to go straight to your room.
Yeah,
That
that's
is,
probably what I'm gonna.
you are welcome to do that, and say you long rest from there.
I'm gonna start working on some drawings of some of the area.
Okay.
And mapping it out.
Okay, you do that. Let's go down. Sarah, because I know you wanted to go to the bartender, but I'm gonna go down in order.
Right.
I'm gonna go in
No,
order.
that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Elner, what are you doing at the inn?
Oh my god, I'm looking at all these characters.
So it's like the same deal. You can mingle. You can go to bed. You can get a drink. This
I'm
is
going.
yours.
I'm going to try to mingle with Pahanin.
Okay,
Once he gets in the inn.
Pahanin, you enter, and Elner appears to be giddy and at your side now.
Greetings, lad.
Hello, another individual of short stature. I'd love to see that.
Oh, yes, of course. Us little people will rule the world one day, my friend. One day.
Of course, of course. That's a
Say, since you so graciously came to me, you know, as a fellow little man, I was robbed blind but a few days ago, and I have no coin. You care to spare a few?
Sorry.
I put like an arm around you too, like you know, I'm doing that.
well. How much do you need, sir?
However much it is for a room, friend. Plus,
And I-
maybe a little extra on top.
Can I approach this little
Conversation?
conversation?
You are
Yeah.
welcome to approach it as it's being conducted.
Yeah.
Arden approaches you to, I don't know what his demeanor is, but he is now next to you both. As for rooms, just to clarify, we'll say rooms are they're not going to be that expensive for now. I think it's fair to say if you give this tavern, this bartender like 2 gold, we'll say the room is yours.
Okay. Well, then I'll toss 2 gold Pahanin's way and said, "Of course, friend. Enjoy a room on me."
Thanks, comrade. Power to us small folk.
Comrade in game?
Yeah, small folk talk. Otto, get on.
Okay,
get on
sorry.
track, man.
Small folk.
Sorry about that. Okay,
Okay.
small folk talk. Sorry. Okay, Arden, they seem to have passed gold to each other. One of the small ones passed some gold to the other small one.
Either of you interested in playing a little game?
Games. I love games. What kind of game?
A game where we make some money.
Well, I do love games and I do love money, so.
All
I'm
right.
afraid I cannot join you, friend. This is the last of my gold that I have rightfully earned. I cannot give
Oh
it
no
away.
no 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 no! You won't be losing any money. We can all make a quick buck.
What
You'll
do you
to
have
forgive
in
me,
mind?
friend.
Well, I have some skill with performance, songs, distraction. I can be the distraction, and you can take some money from people who don't need it.
Oh, no. You've got the wrong halfling. I only play games fair and I win my monies by luck.
I see. Well, what about you?
I would never squander the gold I just earned from a friend. I'm not sure I trust you yet. Maybe another time. Not tonight.
You're no fun. All right, I'll walk away.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I had to step away for like
He
30
walks
seconds.
away.
What'd I miss?
Spoon tried to convince people to steal. They
Oh,
said no.
okay. You're convincing
away.
the halfling and the gnome to steal for you. Got it.
Yeah,
But I said no.
And they said no.
Yeah, we said
Okay,
earlier,
fair enough.
No.
Fair enough. I am gonna move to Jub now. Jub. Dub.
With Pahanin occupied, I'm just gonna stare at Mel and his muscles. That's all.
Oh, okay. Melonius, Jub is staring at you. Just staring.
Yeah, can I help you?
No, I mean, yes, but no.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to point out the best part about all these muscles and everything. I have an 11 in strength.
Wait,
Like they're just for sure.
nice.
I have a work experience that makes it look like I'm strong, but I'm like average.
Okay.
All right.
So, okay. I'm gonna move to Serix. Melonius, we'll move back to you in a bit here.
All right.
Serix.
Yeah. So
Go ahead.
do I have a room here already? Or do I need to get one?
Again, I've assumed that most people had a room. If you didn't have a room, you're welcome to pretend you didn't. You can decide for yourself.
I'll say I haven't been here yet, so I'll go up and I'll pay 2 gold.
Okay, you go to the
And I'll head
bartender.
right to the room.
You go to the bartender and you pay your 2 gold, and the odd-looking individual at the bar, he again, if you're one to smell a strong sense, he reeks of alcohol. And
I can't smell.
as you walk to your room, he like kind of grabs at you. Do you pay him any attention or do you just go?
Yeah, I do pay him attention. I
Okay.
turn around and look at him.
He says, "Hey there, friend. Why don't you give old Severus a few bits of gold? Come on."
I'll open my pouch to take a look inside.
Oh, you're rich. A 2 gold will buy me another round.
Is all my money in there still?
I would assume yes.
Okay. Then I'll close it and keep walking to my room.
Oh no! I'll never get another round. And the bartender, as you're leaving, Sterox goes, "I think you've had enough, drunkard. Maybe you should just go to bed." Melonius,
Yeah.
go ahead. Arden, I'm going to assume your little proposition is going to count as part of your turn, if you don't mind.
Sure.
So, Melonius, go ahead.
I'm just gonna walk up to the bartender and say, "Hi. Do you have need for any performance tonight or anything, or are you all set on that?"
He says, actually, no, not tonight, thank you. Our little dwarven pianist is here today. He's been holding down the fort, but you come by another day, ask. I'd be willing to part with a few gold pieces for some performance. Nice to get some music, and this place gets crowded, as you can see, sir.
Yeah.
By the way, can I help you with a drink? And the man interrupts you as soon as you try and say something. He goes, "How about give me a drink, friend? Come on." 2 gold buys me around.
I'm just going to kind of ignore him for a second and just be, do you have any Mavis Gold on tap?
Mavis Gold. You know what? You're in luck today, friend. I do. Why don't you go ahead and just slide 2 gold pieces, and I will pour you. Forgive me. Pint?
Yeah.
Pint it is. 2 gold.
That is quite expensive.
Sir, it's a pint, and this is a fine beverage.
I know. I made it.
Oh my! Wait a minute. You Melonius?
That I am.
Drinks free, friend.
Thank you, sir. I'll make sure that your fine establishment gets our first first tapping of our next stock.
Well, you, sir, that is a wonderful thing to hear, sir. You are now my favorite customer.
Thank you very much.
If only I could say the same for certain other customers that won't go to bed. Come on now, how come he gets the free drink? Come on, can still Severus get a drink?
I'm gonna slam this pint.
Oh god, okay, you just slam you slam it, and then you just throw it back down onto the onto the bar there. And yeah, I'm no constitution checks or anything for right now. It's just it's a pint. It's a lot, but for now we'll say no.
It reminds me of home.
And yeah, are you anything else?
No, after that, I'm assuming I've been here for a bit now.
Yeah,
so,
a little bit, yeah.
I'll just head up to my room after that.
Okay. The guy at he tries to grab at you.
Sir, you, as someone who's been around alcohol most of my life, you should get to bed. Get some water as well.
I just want one more round. Just please, just one more round, and I'll go straight to bed. Straight to bed.
Unless that round is water, no.
It's water with some other things in it.
Sir, I would recommend getting off me right now.
Oh, come on. And he falls off his chair to the ground. He says, oh. And he stops grabbing you.
All right. And I will just head up to my room.
Of
at
course.
that point.
Okay. So if anybody else is going up to bed, that's fine. We'll assume that. If you aren't, when can you? What are you doing if you're not in bed? The current setup is people are starting to head out. There's a drunk guy on the ground. He appears to have fallen and now is just sleeping on the ground. And the barkeep is starting to clean things up a little bit. Is there anybody not currently in their bed trying to rest?
I had a question. How much was it per night, Otto?
2 gold.
Okay, I'll mark off.
Thank you. Okay, it sounds like everybody's long
Wait,
resting.
say that again, Otto. Is there anybody not in their bed?
Is there anybody not currently in their bed resting?
So, I don't lay in a bed to rest.
That's the equivalent of what a long
Are you
rest
in
would
your
be.
room?
Yes,
You're
I'm in my
your
room.
room.
I'm in my room, shutting down for the night.
Correct.
Are you in your room polishing yourself?
You're polishing yourself.
Pretty much,
That's
yeah.
pretty much what's happening.
Polishing
Okay.
myself.
Excellent.
Okay, polishing.
So I'm assuming everybody else is. You have to say if you're not going once, going twice. Okay, sold. We're all in bed. So we all go to sleep for the night, and it's a normal long rest. No issues or anything. You're in a comfortable bed, or in this case, you're polishing yourself just fine. You all awaken in the morning. We'll say you wake up fairly early. And by fairly early, I'm going to say about 7:30 a.m.
Okay.
So we're all awake now, and we enter the tavern. A lot of these people aren't actually here, by the way. I'm just going to leave them on there if you don't mind, except for the drunk guy on the ground. He's still asleep.
They didn't kick him out.
So who is waking up first? We're going to roll to see.
Oh,
1, 2,
I was
3,
gonna say I was
4,
gonna try to
5,
get up
6,
early, but-
7.
I wanted to be first.
Yeah,
Too
that's fine.
bad. The die decides, my friend.
That's alright.
Die decides.
No, please
4.
don't
1,
oversleep.
2, 3, 4. Erica, conveniently, you are the first to
Yes,
awaken.
like I planned. Oh, I planned it. I wanted to get up and head over to just the general store. I guess that'd be like Helena's Goods and Healing.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. Correct.
I
So if
like
you wish
that.
to go to the general store, I'm going to move to the map. Just to remind you, it is Helena's Goods and Healing, and it is open if you wish to go there.
I would.
Okay, so consult the shop page. Please look for general stores, and you can look for potions.
was
Helena
actually
will
just
have all manner of potion available to you.
I was actually just gonna look for some just general resources, some like paper and like some oil, or,
That-
like some ink rather.
That will probably be in the general store section of the shop catalog that I provided to you. You're welcome to look on your own, and you can just mention to me what you purchase. You can take your time. Don't
Okay. Yep.
take your time. That way I can sort of move forward.
Parchment like better paper is parchment worth.
Okay, the next person I'm gonna actually say, because it was a 4, I'm gonna go to the left. Serox, you wake up. I suppose.
I'm gonna go down into the main room and I'm gonna sit by the door.
Okay.
And wait.
You go down to the main room and you sit by the door. The man that tried to grab you yesterday is asleep on the ground, and he appears to have thrown up. Next person to wake up. Arden, you awaken.
I'll go downstairs. Is there anybody here other than the passed out guy on
Other
the
than the
floor?
passed out drunk guy, there is someone manning the bar for food and drinks, like breakfast. There's probably like folks in the kitchen section as well. But yeah, it's just the drunk guy on the ground who's still passed out and
Yep, I'm gonna go up to the drunk guy, shake him, like pretend like I'm trying to see if he's okay, and then try and pickpocket him.
Okay, you shake the man, and he appears to Yep, he appears to still be passed out. You think?
Okay.
Okay. You attempt to pickpocket him, right?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand. He's passed out, so advantage.
No advantage.
For sure.
Alright, I'll roll again. I'm rolling bad so far, guys. Wow, I have not rolled higher than like a 6 yet.
Well, you got a 6.
Oh,
So he's
no.
passed out. It takes you a while. That's what this is going to be. So it takes you a while, and you're going through stuff. And the guy behind the bar says, "Sir, are you stealing from him?"
No, of course not. I was just trying to see if he was okay or if he had anything on him that could, maybe some medicine or something that could help him in his condition.
Okay. Did you find anything
I did not, unfortunately. Do you have anything?
to heal this man, or to? I could throw water on him. That's my healing for drunkards who pass out.
Well, better than nothing, I suppose.
Okay. He like takes a pitcher of water and just splashes the guy, and he wakes up and goes, "Oh, what? Oh, who are you? Why are you near me? Ew! Did you touch me? Is this your throw up? Did you throw up?
You threw up, you idiot.
I think you did. By the way, I'm Severus. Who are you?
I'm
I don't
Arden.
care, actually. I don't care. Do you have 2 gold?
Yeah.
Can I get a drink? Do you have 2 gold?
No.
No? Okay, well, whatever. Oh, God. My head hurts. Okay, anyway. Were you touching me, though? What do you want?
I was just a concerned citizen trying to help you. It seems you're fine.
Okay.
I'll walk away.
Okay. Bye. Can I get a drink?
Bye.
So, going back towards my left side after Syrinx, we have Jub.
I also would like to visit the general store.
You
Do
visit the
some,
general store.
shopping.
Feel free to look at the catalog.
Mhm.
To the right of Arden, we have Pahanin. Pahanin, you wake up.
Right to the
Get up and
general
growl.
shore, shell in tow.
Shop catalog. Elner.
I want to go to the church and ask around and see what people at the church know about the swamp and the mayor's daughter.
Okay, got it. Let's actually go. Let's play through that. You walk to the Church of Helm, and you enter, and there are various different symbols, and there's a statue for depicting the god. Let me pull up my. There we go. So the god of Helm, I did say it was common knowledge, so I will repeat. Helm is the god of protection, which is the domains of which, as they suggest in the document, are of life and light. You would consider this not necessarily an evil god, but it suffices to say it may or may not be. There are some elements that maybe wouldn't considered good. So you walk in and you see, and the symbol of which, by the way, is it's like a gauntlet. And again, you can see that description in the handout provided.
Mm-hmm.
You ask around some of the we'll just say priests, some of the priests of the church, and what are you asking? Let's ask this in role play. So go ahead and ask.
I'm venturing up to the swamp later today. Have you heard anything about the creatures up there, or anything in particular about how dangerous it is?
The priest says, "My child, welcome to the Church of Helm. Might I ask your name? My
Elner
No-
Silverbuff.
halfling friend, Elner. Thank you for coming by the church. You said you were going to the swamp. 'Tis a dangerous place, the swamp. You need protection from such a horrid place of foul creature and ill omen. Take this ring. He hands you a small ring. Says, take this ring. It will help you in your... I'm sorry, why are you going to the swamp, sir?
So, look for the mayor's daughter. He said she might have
Yes.
vanished up there, yeah.
Dear Natalie. Yes, of course, we've been praying every day for her safety and protection. Take this ring, though. It will help you.
Okay.
Add a ring of protection to your character sheet. It gives a +1 to 8.
Holy cow!
Hell yeah.
What the? They're
Damn!
just giving this shit away.
Damn.
Alright, I'll figure out how to do that.
You sense that the symbol of your god Elner has brought you good fortune upon this day. And
Oh, yes.
this will be your one time today to get this good fortune.
Damn good fortune, dude.
Oh, okay. So that's my thing used.
Correct. Elner, you're good. Melonius, you're the last one, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Wrong button. My bad.
You kill somebody in this town.
I am not shooting anybody. Do not worry.
Please don't murder the town.
I keep pressing the wrong button. Why? I'm sorry.
It's the you're like
Telling the townsfolk this.
I'm
Chris has
sorry.
murdered 3 people in town. I think if you click the no, I did it wrong too. Never mind. It's the I button.
Melonius, what were you doing?
I'm just going downstairs and seeing who's awake.
The guy at the bar is awake. He's protesting. He really needs a drink that isn't water.
I'll just go up to the bartender and just be like, do you want to get him out of here?
Barton says, look, I'm going to be honest. There are occasions when I deal with these people. Just let it pass. I'm just going to... It's not like you can do anything besides just keep asking. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I
Just want to make sure. I know how rough they
Yeah.
can be.
I appreciate it. Believe me, this one is I got him handled. He's just
All right.
annoying. That's it.
What's the time?
The time is morning, so for you, we'll say 8 o'clock, 8 a.m.
Okay, so we still got a couple of hours.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll just have another drink then.
Okay. Same drink.
Yes.
Okay, same drink. Pint.
Yep.
It's same thing. It's free of charge.
Cool.
So, and of course, you know this is gonna happen. You got to drink. The guy this time not drunk, but there's some like gross, looks like throw up behind him. He says, "Hey, do I know you?"
You accosted me last night.
I did. I am so sorry, sir. I must have been drunk. Perhaps
Shocker.
perhaps you can help me. I'm looking for a drink that isn't alcoholic, but not water. Maybe like an orange juice. Can you provide me with the gold to purchase said drink?
No.
Nobody in this town is generous. Truly,
not
it
that
is sad.
It's not that I'm not generous. I just have dealt with enough drunks in my life that I know when you give them one, they'll come back asking for more.
Well, like I said, it's just nobody wants to give me a piece of gold to do this, and tough being on the road.
Sir, if I had more, I would, but I have exactly 5 gold on me.
I understand. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I appreciate you being understanding.
Okay. I assume you're walking away?
Yep.
Okay, roll perception.
Can we also... I'll roll perception, but
Sure.
also just my passive perception is higher than that.
What is the passive perception?
16.
Okay, he attempted to steal from you. You caught him in the act. He attempted to steal the small amount of gold that you had. He kind of like was reaching. He was like reaching for something shiny. So
I want to just grab his hand and kind of twist it a bit and just say, "You do that again, and you're losing an arm."
oh god, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Go get some help. Drink some water. Try to sober up. Don't do it again to me or anyone else.
I'm sorry. Please let me go, sir.
I let him go.
Okay. He just like he just like grabs his wrist and gets back to the bar, and as you leave, the bartender says, "See, this is what happens when you're stupid." Okay, everybody that's shopped, what did you purchase? Did you take the gold away? Let me know.
I did. What's the difference between parchment and paper? What would be better for drawing maps? Paper is listed as more expensive, so I would assume paper.
Parchment
Quality.
would
I
probably
would
be
guess
better for
quality
maps.
difference. I would guess quality.
Yeah.
Parchment. I feel like parchment would be fine for maps.
Okay.
Paper. I mean, if you just want to go with something that's okay, like parchment would be fine.
I think
Okay.
the thing with parchment is it's just kind of like scattered, like not bits of paper, but it's not like as
Like a
clean
scrap.
cut.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a scrap. It's like somebody tore off a scrap of something. Paper be a little bit cleaner cut and well kept.
Then I'll just say I bought 5 sheets of paper and just 2 oil flasks. So I
Sounds
spent
good.
a couple gold.
Gotcha. Thank you.
I marked it off already. So
Other people that went to the store, what'd you buy?
I got some parchment myself. Already took care of.
Perfect. Next person who went to the store.
I would like to talk to Jub before I purchase anything.
Okay. Jub, Pahanin tugs at your clothing, and you look down and you see your little gnome friend.
Oh, what is it? How can I help?
Good sir, as I'm sure you heard last night, I was robbed but a few days ago, and I still have
Oh.
no coin.
Oh,
I have but one request. I need 2
Hmm.
more blankets. I need 11 silver. Please.
oh,
Without the
yes.
silver, my shell will go cold in the night. We can't let that
Oh.
happen.
no, of course not. No. Oh, no. Sure, here you go. And I give him.
Thanks.
I give you 2 pieces of gold.
I buy 1 small, cheap blanket and 1 very nice, very expensive, extra small blanket for the shell.
Okay, fair
That's it.
enough. That you purchased those things, and I assume you're wrapping your shell now, or are you
Yes.
waiting?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm bundling it up.
You used the expensive one for the shell, correct?
Yes,
yep,
correct.
Yep. That, yeah. Jub,
Mine is ratty and tattered.
yep.
but-
Jub, you notice he puts the really nice blanket around the shell and the crappy looking one around himself.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna see that and assume that has something to do with his magic. That's important.
Okay, got it. Okay. I feel like everybody's good with store. If you're not good with store, let me know right now. I wanna make sure
the
that-
only time I'd head back and then drop off some stuff in my room before.
Yeah, that's
trying to meet up where we like broke out at. Like,
yeah, of course. We'll fast
Probably,
forward that.
We're all on the same end, so I'll
Yeah,
probably
we'll-
like sit there for an hour.
Yeah. We'll fast forward that sequence because that's like
Mhm.
menial task.
I'll just
Um,
let you know I'm leaving most of my stuff back.
Okay, so group recapping the information that you have, and letting you know now we are at an hour and 20 minutes into our play. Again, I said that if there was like an appropriate pause or stop point, I would do it, but we'll continue obviously. But just to recap so far, the information that you have. So the mayor of the town has tasked several groups, including yours, and he forced the group upon you. You're welcome. That's DM forcing you to work together. Hee hee. You are all tasked to find his daughter Natalie for 1,000 gold. He said that she frequents north, which is towards the swamp area. She just enjoys nature. That is what has been said to you. And
I wanna.
that would
I
be a
wanna.
lead.
While people are shopping and doing whatever stuff, I know there's not a lot of people in the tavern.
Sure.
But I just want to like, whether in the tavern or around the tavern, I just want to start spreading some rumors about the mayor.
Yep,
being
okay.
Not such a good guy.
Okay. I'm trying to think about this because I don't. Okay. I don't think you are trying to deceive anybody with this. I mean, like,
But
there
like
is
a
some
diplomacy thing.
there's some questionableness about 1,000 gold for a daughter. I'm gonna say persuasion. Go ahead and do some persuasion
They're-
around some of the
They're
townsfolk.
both the same, so it doesn't fucking
Doesn't matter. Okay, great, great.
I like to think. he's a
God
student.
damn it! Why?
fucking
Jesus.
fucking
Okay.
Lucky Charm over here literally gets luck, and Spoon literally gets karma. It's amazing.
Six yet, dude. What the fuck?
Spoon,
You-
do you plan on rolling above a 10 this entire campaign?
No, I
Like,
don't,
versus
apparently.
stats?
Look, as long as he pulls his weight in combat, I don't care.
Okay.
Nice. 20, 20, 20, 20.
Hectic.
Anything,
Hectic. My stats suck.
His stats are bad. His stats are really
anything
bad.
social.
are really
great
bad.
water.
They're really bad.
I know. I
Combat
checked everybody's
straight
stats before. There's some low numbers I've never seen in a campaign before.
It's gonna be
Thanks.
interesting. Okay, so Arden, you think you're working your silver tongue on some of these folks. Don't take that in a weird way, and you tell them about the mayor and his reward, and your explanation of it is, boy, 1,000 gold for his daughter? That doesn't seem like much. Something's going on here. And they're like, who are you? And the mayor is a nice person. So I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. Another man you talk to just says, what is this? What is this strange rumor you're trying to put on me? Get away from me, you half-breed. And
Ooh, racism.
and then yeah, you're getting like not that bad of a response in particular all the time, but you get some negative responses. They're not believing you.
I feel like I'm getting scoffed at a lot, basically.
I apologize. The dice, man, they're not
And
friendly
that's-
right now.
As the one who left the earliest, do I come back and see him doing this?
We'll say you see the tail end of it. You don't see the comment that I just made that was obviously extremely negative. But you see he's trying to spread. Arden's trying to talk to some townsfolk. You don't know what he's saying to them, but they're not having what he's. That's what I'll say for anybody curious.
I'll walk straight to my room. I was curious if I saw this.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay.
Mental note.
Then,
Arden's not great with people.
assuming we do all our extra menial tasks, where do we go now?
Is everybody back in the tavern? in, like, the
Assume
first
everybody
floor?
is in a meeting spot that you all agreed upon. Some kind. Tavern works.
Are we ready to head out? I will take your silence as a yes,
I believe
I-
so.
and I'll turn around and walk out.
Okay.
Should we have a plan? Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep on marching
He's just going. Which direction, just for clarity?
to the north. So
Got
I mean,
it,
I'll
thank
walk
you.
out and then I'll head up the north road.
Okay, thank you. North road
Being-
towards part of the swamp.
Seems Mr. Armorface has a death wish.
What? Why would you say that?
Well, he's walking out there on his own, isn't he?
I mean, I guess maybe he thinks we'll fall. I start following him because I feel bad.
Okay. Erica follows. Is there anybody not following for whatever reason? Just wanted to be very clear about that.
Anyway, wait up, please.
I'll slow down a little bit so catch up.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, short legs.
If you're not following for whatever reason, I need to know.
Arden is following, but face palming as he follows.
Yeah, sure.
I consult the shell, and then I follow.
Okay. You consult the shell. What are you consulting the shell about?
All I said.
Just
You
I got
say
into
to the shell this time.
You'll have to forgive me, but the shell needs to know what you're consulting about, doesn't it?
That's true.
True.
That's true. It does need to
True.
know.
True.
You need to obey.
You can't just
All hail the
say I'm
Magicon.
consulting the shell and the shell not knowing what you're consulting about. How is it supposed to give you advice?
I fucking
Oh,
love it.
great, Shelley. Should I follow the man in the armor?
The shell responds, for now. The money's good, right?
I nod vigorously, and I sprint to catch up.
Okay. However everybody follows. You follow in your own way, I assume. I didn't hear from Elner, Jub, or Melonius. But I'm just...
probably going to be following Erica.
Okay, you're following Erica. Perfect. Jub, can I just safely assume you're going to follow, like, Hannon or something? You seem to be you seem to be buddies.
Hannon
with
or Melonius.
Okay. We'll say you're following
at
them.
any point, yeah.
Okay. Elner, where are you following? Who are you following with?
I'll just follow Serox.
Oh, so you're right next to Serox. Okay, so you ran ahead. Sounds good. Okay. By the way, Elner, make sure that the Ring of Protection's on and you upgraded your AC.
Yes, it did.
Perfect. Okay. I'm moving us to the swamp now. Which means I get different music.
Oh boy.
Let's pick this one. Here's the swamp map.
Well,
You go north, following Serox and Elner. Elner has caught ahead with Serox. And eventually the plains that you're used to change. You start to get a bit more moisture on the ground, mud, and you find yourselves in the blink of an eye at the start of a swampy area. We'll say, for the sake of argument, that you are in the southern region of the swamp. Allow me to explain how this works. Metagamed. Metagamed how this works. The black lines between these greens are the land masses and the bridges between them. Bridges are safe passage between these land masses. However, you are welcome to try and walk across the swampy waters. However, you believe, each of you, that could be the more dangerous route to a land mass. However, it might be the quickest for certain connections. For example, at this shrine up here, going across this body of water is faster than going all the way around. I think that is agreeable.
Are we aware of like this layout of land?
For the sake of this, you are somewhat aware a map has been provided to you.
Okay.
Again, we're just going to do that for the sake of simplicity. You've been provided a map. We'll say the mayor provided to you. He was a nice guy, I guess. You were provided a map of the swamps, and this is what you get. And there are certain icons that have no words next to them. There's nothing there. But others that do have these, like, titles for the icon. So, Bullywog Den. Obviously, this is a den for bullywogs. If you wish to know what a bullywog is, go ahead and nature check. There's these fort ruins on the far left here. Rumor, according to some of the townsfolk, from what you all probably have overheard at such time, is that there is a treasure in those ruins of great value. But no one dare go near it, for there is danger in that particular. A bullywog is a large frog. It is a frog that stands on two legs. It's a little bit humanoid in nature,
Oh boy.
and they're territorial, but not aggressive. They're not going to go out of their territory to try and attack people. There is a shrine here, a shrine to Talona. You can reference the gods page for who Talona is. And there also is this strange icon and it's just called the Isle of Mist. Not sure what's. You didn't get much information on that.
where are the little houses?
Good question. There's no wording for them. Just the icons. You're not sure what they are.
Since we get up to the swamp, I want to stop, and I kind of turn to the group. Now that we're in a dangerous area, I think it's best that we stop and talk strategy. First off, what is everybody's capabilities if we run into some hostile creatures? Also, if there's anybody that feels confident with going ahead and scouting out areas, please speak up. I myself prefer to fight on the front lines.
I am very much a frontline fighter. I'm very quick and agile, and I don't trust normal weaponry. I like to fight with my fists personally.
I'm kind of squishy. I'd be the quick and agile type, but I can do some scouting ahead. But I prefer kind of to stay kind of like a bit hidden when I do it. But I mean, if we want to move quickly, we probably don't really have time to be too sneaky. But I don't mind going ahead if we need to.
I am always willing to run ahead, and I love to just run into fights, get in the thick of things.
True. I think we should be a little careful though with the swamp monsters.
It'll be fine.
Prefer to fight with my bow from further away, but if I have to, I can wield a sword.
Keep the swamp monsters away, friends, and my
What-
water magic will blow them to shreds.
Water magic against enemies in a swamp.
I have ice magic too.
And what of you, Arden?
It'll
What-
work.
what can you do?
Wink.
I'll start doing it too here, Hectic. Don't tell me.
Arden, Erica said something to you.
What can you do, Arden?
I'm just a lowly bard. What do bards do?
I mean, I don't. Do you have any magical capabilities, or I don't?
I'll sing you a song and maybe you'll be happy about it.
I mean, I.
Maybe
I
I'll
would.
tell a
That's-
joke. Maybe I'll
That's
tell
the
a
best description I've ever heard for a bard. I'll sing you a song and maybe you'll like it.
Yeah, that's, I mean.
I'll tell it.
Fair,
I'll
fair
tell.
enough. Morale is important.
I'll tell a joke and maybe the enemy won't like it. And maybe if I like you enough, maybe I can patch up your wounds a bit. But you got to get on my good side first.
I won't stay too optimistic about that. Okay.
I'll
And-
look to Erica and I'll say, if you have no issues with it, I know that speed is of the issue, but I think it's also important we move safely. So I think if you feel confident moving up ahead to scout, and then let us know if there's danger.
Sure. Is there anywhere we think we should check first? I think we should stay away from the areas of danger, given that. I mean, I doubt she would go there. There'd be no reason for her to explore those areas.
Yes, but she's been gone for some time, so there's a good chance that she's actually entered one of those areas of danger.
Then wouldn't the mist be the most obvious place? If it's misty, she could have gotten lost, right?
She also might have been kidnapped and taken to the ruins.
That's true.
I say that we go to the ruins first. Is there any objection to that?
I'm most interested in the ruins personally. I'm in on this plan.
Okay. Well, since there's nothing in the first area, we can probably move pretty quickly, and then once we get closer to the ruins, we can try to look ahead.
I'll let you go ahead and I'll wait 30 minutes and then I'll follow behind.
I
Can anyone
I'll go
track?
with you.
Can anyone track footprints possibly?
I might be able to.
I know it's been a few days, but
I mean, I have pretty good survival skills, if that's what you're asking. I mean, I can pick up on some things out here.
I do as well.
Can we take a look and see if there's any like clusters of footprints going in different directions from like?
You may survival.
Like, I would say like once we get to that first like island, to actually see if like there's a divulging.
I see. Okay, I got you.
and you know what? I will. Will I use it now?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, if people are looking at footprints, I will strum a tune and give Erica a bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Inspiration.
So here's
I
a
will
little
attempt
like
to.
square. Keep going. I'm gonna do something.
Like,
I will attempt to help Erica search as well.
So if
I
you
kind of want to see like if there's like clusters of footprints going in different directions, or if there's like isolated footprints. If that makes sense. If I could tell like if there's like the different groups basically.
So the inspiration lasts for 10 minutes. You don't have to spend it, but it only lasts for 10 minutes, so you have to spend it within 10 minutes or it's gone.
Okay, and how long does it take to travel from like bridge to bridge ish?
Good question. The bridges, it'll be a relatively short.
Okay.
It wouldn't take long at all. It would take less than like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, so it's a pretty smallish area.
It's not like the swamp isn't massive, but
just dangerous.
I would say that there's like the air is thick and get ominous feel with this.
Okay. Then I'm gonna kind of like once we get to like the center area, like around here-ish. I want to take a look and actually see if I can find some clusters of footprints in directions.
Is everybody wanting to go to the next landmass, which is directly in front of them, like Erica just said? Okay.
Following.
I'm putting this red box here for you guys. This I'll like mess around with it. Okay, so we're here. If anybody wants to try and follow tracks and such, you're welcome to do survival checks. You can also see certain land masses at a distance, though the visibility is a little bit challenging. Okay,
By the way, guys,
several.
you can change from advantage always being on. If you go to the gear in the top right of your character sheet, you can change it to a toggle.
If
What is that?
if you want.
Maybe I like rolling more dice.
I like to see
you're
what
not
the
supposed
possibilities
to.
could have been.
That's true. That's true.
So
Oh, it just like hide the lower one or something automatically.
it'll just like only pick one die to roll.
It'll only roll one dice.
Yeah.
I'll have to find that.
But still, I will take what is currently here. Bardic Inspiration. Spoon, can you please remind us what that would be?
The person I give it to within the next 10 minutes is allowed to roll a d6 on any ability check, attack roll, or saving throw for the next
Erica.
10 minutes, and add a d6 to it if you wish.
I'm
Would
gonna
you
hold on
like
to it
to?
for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll keep
Jub
track of that.
and Melonius, I'll give you the same description, and you'll come to the same conclusion as a result. There are humanoid footprints towards the fort. There are also humanoid footprints towards the shrine. Towards the right, which would be the Bullywog Den, or the east, there are different looking footprints that are not humanoid in nature. They appear webbed. And there are some footprints that go into the water. We'll say northeast water.
The same kind that went to the den.
Not the same, no. Footprints are not webbed. They are not humanoid. They're a little bit different. I can't give you that much information. But they're not webbed, they're not humanoid.
Yeah. So
I can't make
guess-
much out of these. What do you guys see?
It looks like humanoids going to the west and to the north, and then something else going to the east, and
Yeah,
something
so-
even more else going to the northeast.
yeah, ruins might be a good play then.
I agree with that.
Okay, we can go to the west then.
Are we in agreement, West?
Aye.
And as we're getting like close to these ruins, like once it's like near that like time limit, I want to kind of stealth and like kind of like sneak ahead of the
Sure.
pack by about maybe like 30, 60 feet.
Okay. You can roll a stealth check.
Okay.
And I will move us to the ruins. You are really
Oh.
stealthy.
I'm invisible.
Really stealthy. Let me make sure
I
that I
don't
have
think
everything
party
set
know
up.
where I went.
Okay. So I do have a map for this area. So the fort ruins. You enter the area of the fort ruins, and when you arrive, Erica, you're being very stealthy, so I'm going to move you back here if you don't mind.
Sure.
Don't go further past where you are, please. For now.
Yep.
You approach and you see two humanoids. You're not exactly sure. Like they appear to be women, to your best guess, and they're wearing like a dress. I've put mysterious priest here because I don't want to necessarily divulge too much information. That doesn't necessarily mean they're. So you see these two women here, and they appear to be like guarding. They're guarding this like fort area, this fort entrance. They see the group, not necessarily everybody individually. They see the group. Where Elner is the maximum distance closer you can go. You may rearrange yourselves how you see fit.
I would be in front.
It will also be in the front.
Yep, I kind of assumed
I'm
you two would
sneaky.
be there, and
Is there like any
Erica is
cover
there.
on the way up towards there?
So there is some cover. There's like some plant
Something
cover.
along like this path.
There's like some plant cover. There's this rock is here, by the way. This is a large rock you could take cover behind. However, that's very close to these humanoids. And this path is here, and there is this rock wall that's still relatively intact here. So you could use that as some partial cover depending on what the angles are. As you approach, now that you're in position, I assume, and again, they're looking towards the group as a whole, not individuals. The woman here calls out to you and says, "Turn back now. You trespass on our domain."
I'm not here. I'm separate from the party, so I'm just sneaking.
They're they're speaking to the group. That's the first call
Like,
out you get.
hid.
I'll call out back to him. Who are you?
We are but followers of our master. But that is none of your concern. You are trespassing.
Who is your master?
Again, none of your concern. Last warning.
I'm gonna like ready my weapon. I think
Whoa
it is
there,
my
whoa there.
concern.
Whoa. Before we get anything too hasty, we don't need to pick a fight if we don't have to. I'll call out to them. Has there been a like a teenage girl that has been through here at all? If not, no worries. We can leave. We're just searching for someone.
How well can we see them from here?
You don't see them perfectly, but well enough where you can see some of their features. They just appear to be human women to your eyes. To answer the call out, they say there are no human women here.
Are they lying to us?
That's a great question.
Insight.
Can I ascertain if they're lying to us?
You absolutely can. You can
Okay.
roll an insight check.
I'll roll as well on that one. God damn,
No.
I got
Arden got 11, Melonius 24. Okay, we're going.
Mason, what are your stats, my dude? What the fuck?
Mason's a monster.
really
right now.
fucking
Mason's
well.
a monster.
I have a 19 in wisdom, my guy.
Holy cow!
As a reminder,
What is your AC?
This is a specific.
17.
I'm gonna
Dang.
specifically say this for Jub. Jub, your parrot does obey your commands. Be aware of that.
Okay.
Erica, you're not sure. They don't seem trustworthy though. Arden, you're not sure. They don't seem trustworthy though. Elner, you're not sure if they're lying or not, but they don't seem trustworthy. Melonius, you trust them. Pahanin, you lean towards trusting them, but there's this thing on your ear you could consult if you wish.
I would love to consult it.
You may
Are
consult
these
the shell.
trustworthy, Shelly? Can they be trusted? Will they stab us in the back? Put it up to the ear.
I would never trust these creatures, but your friend speaks some wisdom. Do you really need to pick a fight here if you don't need to?
I nod vigorously.
That is the information you all get. And again, Jub, you didn't insight or anything, but you feel like, okay, sounds good. You must not be here.
I feel like they're telling us the truth, guys. Maybe we should head to the shrine instead.
But I need to know who their master is.
Why?
If you want to stay here and die, fine. I turn around and leave.
Okay, Arden's going the other way. Sounds good.
I'm a bit away from the party, and I see like them sort of like, oh, not again. But I'm gonna go with what Melania said. We don't need to pick a fight, so I'm gonna start sneaking back
Yeah.
and following behind Arden, I guess.
Okay.
I agree with Arden. I'm going to leave.
What are we all doing? Need to confirm it. Some of us are leaving. That's fine.
I
we'll say
take
you
one
turn.
last look at them. I look back at the shell, and I walk away without another word.
Sure. Well, we got Elner, Serox, and Jub.
I will leave also.
Okay, Jub's leaving. Serox, your group is turned around and is leaving, and Elner, you see the same thing as you turn back.
I'll turn to Serox and say, "Come on, old chap. We'll find her somewhere else. No need to worry with these things."
All right, I'll put back my weapon and I'll turn around.
Okay. You leave the ruins of the fort. And let's go back to our map. So you're back in the middle region here. Middle, relatively speaking, where you were previously. So which direction are we going now?
How much
Suggest
time
north.
has it been?
Okay. Time. Your time, the time that is I will say, let's see here. You got to the swamp, but it wasn't too far. So you left the town around 9. And then we'll say it took about 30 minutes to get to the swamp because you walked that. And I'm going to say doing all this stuff has accumulated another roughly 30 minutes to an hour. We're going to say 11 a.m.
Want bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I know. I figured.
So it is 11 a.m. currently, around that range, so late morning. You are in this where the square is. Do you wish to go towards the shrine? Yes or no? Group?
I must not have liked the song.
I would say
I'm
yes.
I'll leave it
Yeah.
up to the scouts.
The song was pretty half-assed, TBH, but
Do we want to look at one of these like houses, possibly? Maybe she'd been taken there.
Oh,
I think we should
Yes.
try following these tracks first.
let's go through
Yeah.
the big scary bullywug den and die. That sounds like a great
That's
idea.
not what I was implying. There's like 3 of them, but did you guys say you saw some tracks to the northeast as well, just taking the cut across?
Yeah. Personally, I would rather stick to the safe path, but
Oh my god.
And plus, the safe path is the one that looks more human
So,
in
so
footprints.
shrine it is.
Okay. Are we all in agreement on the shrine? Yes or no? Just making sure.
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
okay. Before we go to the shrine,
Before you
I want to turn to Erica and say, before we go any further, would you like a blessing from my god to help you sneak around a little better?
Oh no, it's quite alright right now. I think we're doing pretty fine. I don't think we're gonna be separate too much. And since we're not going to the bullywog den, I don't think we have anything to really kind of ambush in this while.
Okay, well, if you change your mind, just let me know.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I appreciate it. And I kind of like, hurriedly nod and kind of move with the rest of the group.
Very well. So we are leaving this area going towards the shrine. And now I get to roll my potential.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
natural 20. A platinum dragon comes in.
For those that are not in the group, you will not see the group won't see this roll. If it's high, we fight. You
Nice.
safely cross to the shrine.
Yay.
The shrine, again, I won't show a map for now. The shrine there is a singular shrine in the midst of this landmass. The Shrine of Talona. Again, feel free to reference your handout for your gods, but Talona is the goddess of disease and poison. So, you arrive at the shrine. What are we doing here? And I'll move our square.
I want to take
if
a
I
look
can.
and see what more tracks we see. Like where have they divulged from here?
Yeah,
Okay.
see if we can
Yeah.
find them after the
I
bridge.
want to look for the oldest tracks I can find, basically.
Okay. For everybody that's doing that, survivals.
man, low roll.
Erica,
17.
excellent roll. Jub and Erica, I will provide you this information. Melonius, you won't get the same, but your friends, I imagine, will share with you, if they're nice.
I will.
Erica and Jub, you come to the same conclusion for tracks. There are 3 sets of tracks that you can follow. There are tracks that lead back to the previous landmass. These are humanoid in nature. There are tracks that go to the next landmass. These are humanoid in nature. There are also tracks that go straight through the water. These tracks are massive footprints.
The ones that go through the water are massive footprints.
Massive. Jub, for the sake of this, Erica, again, I'm saying you'd get this too, but just for flavor here.
Yeah.
Jub, you find the massive footprint and you put your foot on it, and if your foot was the center, let's say that's the point of radius, it's about a foot radius.
Okay. Can I try to roll a nature check on what this might be
Yes,
a print of?
you can, if you wish.
Would I? Can I assist him in this role?
Yes, you
'Cause
may.
I have some historical knowledge.
Assistance is an advantage check.
Oh, so I put on advantage.
Yep,
for
put
it?
it
You
on
roll
advantage.
twice. Yeah,
Or you can
just
roll twice.
Eh, it doesn't-
23. Jub. Your senses of nature kick in, and legends say that a shambling mound is a creature that would have a foot size. A shambling mound is not one to be tested. They are not necessarily territorial creatures and aren't aggressive by nature. However, should you provoke this massive monster, if you are not equipped to fight it in combat, it will surely consume you, and you will be no more. For it does not just eat its enemies; it doesn't smash them to bits. It consumes them into its mass.
Okay.
You
so-
recognize these, Jeb?
Yes, I've seen these before. We definitely would not want to mess with this thing. And if the mayor's daughter had, we aren't rescuing her. So let's just follow these footprints this direction. So I suggest moving east.
Kind of
Can I- before
terrified.
we-
I just nod.
While they're checking out footprints, can I investigate the shrine?
You may.
What are you looking?
I'm just checking it out.
You investigate the shrine of Tolona. The
Is there
shrine,
anything of interest about it?
the shrine isn't in the best condition. But I think you'd expect that considering the location it's in. There's foliage and it's covered in some kind of moss. As you touch it, your armor, obviously, you cannot touch things proper, but as you look upon the gauntlet after brushing across the shrine, a strange liquid is on your fingers now. Keep that in mind. On your right hand, there is a liquid on it.
Okay.
Anybody else doing anything?
No.
To the east, then.
Very well, then. To the east we go. We go east. And I get to roll another die.
Oh boy.
As we roam east, I get to prepare a new map.
Oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, ambush.
5.
Oh, he's counting. Oh no.
That number's higher than 1.
Yes.
5
feel
more
like-
rings of protection. Wow.
Wow, that's crazy.
Oh.
You found a chest.
It's my lucky day.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm preparing the map. Okay. I'm going to move you to the map. You're probably only going to see one thing, but there are more things here that I'm going to reveal.
Oh no.
Jub,
Is that the
in the
shambling
distance, as you enter this new area of the swamp, you see the shambling mound walking around, just minding
Hey,
its own
that's-
business, it appears.
Yeah, that's probably the guy that left those tracks. Don't mess with him.
Additionally, a creature exits the swamp on part of the landmass, and you catch its attention. And at this point, you've caught its attention. I need to be very clear on this. Does anybody speak Draconic in our party?
I was going to too, man.
No.
I was so going to.
Are there
I'm
any Draconics
upset.
in the party, please?
No.
Okay, I assume nobody has any spells that could help this, I imagine.
Uh,
Okay, then at this point in time, you see a lizard-looking creature yelling something in a language you don't understand, and it unsheathes its weapon and its shield, and it's acting against you. It's ready to fight. So I'm gonna get a turn order up.
Do we recognize this creature?
Nature checks, please, and then you'll roll initiatives.
17.
And then I need to make sure that I have my monsters. Go.
Click your token when
Let's
you roll.
go!
Click the token, folks.
Everyone,
click the token.
click your token when you roll
darn,
initiative. and you
I
will
guess
be
I have to
added.
re-roll. No, I'm kidding. I'll change it. Not much better, honestly.
How do I roll initiative?
You
what do I
click
do?
the initiative button.
In your character
above your
sheet,
hit
there,
points.
there should be something
Yep.
called initiative there.
Oh, nat
above,
20.
above
What
hit
the
points and between armor class and
Oh,
speed
Okay,
should
what
be
did I
initiative.
roll? I rolled a 4.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Where
do I
would
need to
you-
roll it for parrot, or is it following me?
The parrot will follow your turn.
Sounds good.
Parrot is a familiar. Let's go. Can we position
alright,
What
ourselves?
was the
I'm gonna
parrot's
I'm gonna
name?
make an adjustment.
George?
Gerald.
I'm actually gonna make
Gerald.
it. 2 different monster.
It's gonna be fun getting flattened by this shambling mound, dude. It's gonna be great.
Just ignore it, it'll
If
be
that thing
fine.
comes near us, I'm going the other
Okay.
direction.
And then I'm going to.
That looks horrifying.
I'm gonna get rid of that. And sorry, I'm taking a sec because I swapped a monster out that I.
I'm just having
Yeah,
flashbacks to Curse of Strahd.
I'm having flashbacks to the Sentinels that almost killed us when we were fighting with Spoon's campaign.
Descending order. Swamp ambiance. Goodbye. Combat music.
Hey.
Go.
Hell yeah.
According to my turn order, Jub is starting us off. Jub, you see the shambling mound, which I told you about before and gave you some lore on. You also see this lizard-looking creature in the distance here. And again, it's pulled out its weapon, its shield, and it's trying to... It looks like it's talking to you, but you don't understand.
Okay. Well, clearly this thing wants to fight. So I need to pull out my bow. I assume that will probably take my turn.
If
I currently have my,
for combat purposes, whatever your primary weapon is, I assume it's out.
Well, so I chose to travel with my sword and shield out.
Okay. If you wish to swap weapons,
I'm pretty sure in the rules, like if you
That's
want
all
to
right.
change weapons or pull out a weapon, no, it's like part of your attack
Yeah, it's
action.
just
It
part of
doesn't
your-
take
yeah.
it doesn't take your action to pull out a weapon.
Yeah.
like it's part of your
Okay.
action.
if you wish to do that, just like that's part of your attack. Yeah,
Quick
that's
draw.
again fine with that.
Sounds good.
What is
All
this
right, so
battle
then-
theme from, by the way?
Octopath.
Octopath.
Oh.
Now I need to
This is Battle Theme 1.
double check what my range is, because yeah, of
What do
course
you-
I'm
do
going
you have-
first.
Do you have a longbow?
I have a longbow.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like
longbows-
it's at least one.
It's
It's
6120, I believe. I
no,
believe
it's
like
no,
You're
it's like
in range.
120. It's like
Oh, it's like
120,
120 to
600, 100, 120, 600. I
Yeah, it's,
think.
Yeah.
it's something
Yeah,
ridiculous.
right.
Kuru, it's in range. You're fine.
Yeah.
It's been a hot minute.
Well,
You're
I
a
did,
range.
Let me note a
yeah.
few things.
Yep.
This here, I'm gonna box it. That is a
Okay.
tree.
all right.
I'm gonna go ahead and box certain things that would be what I would consider like
We cannot see the box.
obstructions,
Oh, there it is.
cover.
Gotcha. So I wouldn't be able to hit it from here.
That's definitely
Most
cover.
likely.
Well, you have line of sight, I think.
That could
Yeah,
this
line
here
of
could
sight.
obstruct line of sight.
How do you draw those arrows?
This
You click on the
could-
fourth thing down in your top left.
Okay.
It's a little like ruler and stuff, and then you drag. And it draws an arrow.
So at
Oh,
this
top
point,
left.
Jub, just for this, I would say your line of sight is not obstructed from. It's
Okay,
close.
Well, I think I would like to move
Okay.
first, though, because we're kind of all in the same area. So
Sure thing.
Let's see here. How big is each tile? I don't know that either.
5 feet.
Should be 5 feet, and we're on
Okay.
Euclidean measuring.
Excuse me.
So
Euclidean, the one that makes more sense than what Roll20 gives.
American.
Is that why it's
It
like
means
going
that, like,
angles?
It means
is-
that diagonals aren't 5 feet, not like because diagonals are like
That's
7.
actually nice.
as
It's
opposed
trying to
5.
use the hypotenuse system.
Yeah,
That's
it's
actually really
actually
cool.
calculating how far it should be in real, like
It's-
you know,
Listen.
It's doing
listen.
math.
it's doing the computer's doing
math.
math.
Abandon
Computer's
was
doing
crap.
math. Thank God.
Gerald's still just chilling on my shoulder. I'll just move over here.
Okay, got it. So that again, that is cover from like the perspective. The shambling mound couldn't see you particularly well.
Yeah. And can I take a shot at the lizard guy?
Okay, fire away, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, how do I roll an attack?
Good question.
Click your bow if you have a macro for your bow. I don't know.
In your character sheet. I feel like everybody does, but let's double check that. If you go into your character sheet, there's attacks and spell casting, and there's longbow. Click that.
Yep. Okay.
That is the roll.
Beautiful.
Actually.
Roll your damage. So click the longbow text
damage
in the chat.
In the
actual
chat.
chat, click longbow.
Oh, okay.
Click that. Perfect.
There's damage.
Okay.
Thank you.
So let me update a couple things for the.
Congratulations. You learned how to use Roll20.
Congratulations on drawing first
Yay.
blood in the campaign.
All right.
Yay.
Buru has drawn first impact on his arrow. You pull back your longbow jub, and your parrot companion, supports you in this, and you let loose an arrow, and it fires right into the shoulder of the lizard as it yells out in pain. You moved. You attacked.
Yep.
Sounds like you're good to go.
Yep.
The Hannon. The Hannon. Did your headset
We
break?
cannot hear you, friend.
Did your headset break?
No!
There
I
you go.
walk forward, shell in one hand, finger pointed at the other, shoot a ray of frost at him.
Unfortunately, that is a miss. Your
Oh, it goes wide.
ray of frost is wide left, and it hits some of the water and freezes the water.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. The lizard creature. Checking its speed. So there are some areas here that are water. I'm not considering this difficult terrain, by the way. It's just like a little slushy. So don't worry about it being difficult terrain. Looks like it can move 30 feet. So let's see where it can go. Ooh, that's pretty far. Does it have a ranged weapon though? A javelin.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh, no. My front line.
I'm
You went with
hand
the
of
army!
skewer, let's
I know.
go.
It goes next to the
Oh.
tree with its movement here, which is going to be 27 feet. And then it's going to let loose a javelin at Pahanan. So it's going to throw a Javi.
Our squishy sorcerer.
Sorcerer, what is your AC?
12.
He misses. The
Oh
javelin
my god.
flies right past your shell. And that's going to be its turn.
Well, this shell was spared, thank God.
Serox.
Alright. I'm gonna run right there. I'm gonna swing at him with my halberd.
Fair enough.
Oh, you have reach? That's dope.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, your halberd connects with its shield and misses.
Alright. That's
Holy
it.
crap.
Got it? Melonius.
All right. I am going to attempt to run up to it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Can I attack him from here?
Yes.
Okay.
Diagonal's acceptable.
And then I will unarmed strike.
Hit.
All right. Slash roll 4. 3.
Okay.
Nice. And then I'm a monk, so I'm gonna do it again.
Yes, you can. Go ahead. Unfortunately, an 8 misses.
Well,
You punch its shield. But you hit it in the face first, so that's a bonus, I guess.
all right, that's it.
Sounds good. Elner.
Dash makes you go twice your move speed, right?
But it costs an action.
It uses your attack.
Okay. I will run here.
Okay, sounds good. You dash to right next to the lizard warrior, and I suppose you have a bonus if you or like the free action. So if you had anything, you could use that. Otherwise, I'll move the turn forward.
No, just go for it.
Sounds good to me. Arden.
Arden will sigh, pull out his loot,
Sure thing.
look at the lizard man and say, "Oh, lizard man, you suck!" Vicious mockery.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Voice
Can
cracking
you also
up.
roll Vicious
Yep.
Mockery for me, just so I can read it again? I'll roll the Wisdom save. But just if I
Oh.
could see the description of Mockery, please.
Yeah.
Again, it won't. Okay,
He has
that's
he
yeah.
has disadvantage on his next attack if he fails.
Yeah. I just want to double check. Okay, Dexterity saving throw. Well, it doesn't get a bonus.
Wisdom.
Oh,
Wisdom
I'm sorry.
saving
Wisdom.
throw.
What am I thinking? Okay, let me reroll that. Wisdom. It rolled a 17 on Wisdom.
Okay, then it succeeds and it does nothing.
Okay. You attempt to mock this creature, and well, it didn't seem to affect it at all. It's focused on what's in front of it. Okay. Next turn is a hidden turn.
Uh-oh.
Elner, a snake from under the tree branches of this fallen tree leaps out at you
Oh shit.
and attempts to bite you, my good friend. Your
Okay.
AC is what?
17.
Okay. Well, there's no advantage because it just leaped out in that direction. It
Brian,
misses
what
you.
class are you?
Cleric.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it attempted to leap out of the this cover and bite you, but you saw it coming, fortunately. So misses. But there is a poisonous snake next to you. Erica.
That is me. I would like to. What's the bigger threat here? I'm supposing I can't get through here now. So. I'm just gonna head. Is this tree exist or no? This tree doesn't exist. Okay.
The
But,
tree is on the tree here is on the ground, so I haven't considered that cover or anything.
Fine. I'm gonna head behind here, and I'm just gonna like toss my 2 daggers at the main guy here.
Sure thing. Go ahead.
Dagger deck.
Okay, 24 hits, 13 misses.
Okay.
Wait, can you throw 2?
Can't you throw with offhand?
Mm,
I actually
Or
don't know.
just one?
You can, but you don't
can-
use
I don't
your
think
You can
you don't
off-
get the proficiency.
you can offhand attack, but I don't know if you can like throw something with an offhand attack. That's my question.
Oh, okay.
You can offhand attack, but if I'm remembering correctly, you take away the proficiency modifier from it.
No, you take away the damage
Hold on.
modifier for it. if you
That's
hit.
yeah.
you can
that's
make
what it
melee
is.
attacks and thrown attacks interchangeably this way with the offhand.
Okay.
So long
Cool.
as they are both light melee weapons.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
Good
Just
stuff.
making sure.
I mean,
But yeah,
I still. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have gotten proficiency for the damage.
The
yeah.
first
Yeah,
one
well,
hits
yeah,
still.
you don't add your dex mod on the damage if you hit with the offhand attack. That's how it works.
Okay, 4.
And 4 damage.
I mean, again, you're bringing this guy down
And-
slowly.
And I no longer have daggers on me.
Okay, you throw a dagger. One dagger sails. The second one sails, but the first one you threw strikes its thigh. It somehow like lofted over Elner and hit the thigh. There you go.
You should get sneak attack.
Oh right, I do get sneak attack. I'm a rogue.
Mhm.
I can roll that because it hit.
Yeah, you got to
right?
keep track of sneak attacks for me. I'm
I honestly forgot I existed. It's just a D6 right now, I believe.
D6.
D6 is still a lot.
And
Oh,
3
yeah.
damage.
Perfect.
That is almost more than the dagger.
Yeah, I mean 7 damage.
The
How did I-
the,
why did I not
the
click- oh, I didn't
dagger
click
to the
the
thigh hurt it more than you thought it did. Initially, you thought, okay, just a nice wound, but the wound is bleeding more than you thought. Erica, anything else before I move on?
I'm just gonna kind of like crouch by this tree, and that's it.
Okay. The shambling mound Checking its speed.
Good God.
The shambling mound meanders in a direction of my dice's.
Oh no.
Please don't. Please don't.
What
be
is its
south.
aggro range? What is the aggro range?
Go
We're
north.
gonna do
north.
We're gonna
north.
do the clockwise
West.
motion.
Go west. Don't see us.
It
That's-
meanders a little bit this way and
All right,
stops.
That's good.
Yay! We don't
Judd,
die today.
The shambling mound just sort of is walking and minding its own business over here. It's paying you no mind.
I would like to take another shot at our lizard friend.
Sure thing. Are you under the parrot? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
we're
on
the
his
same-
shoulder.
Is that
Yeah,
sure?
He's hiding.
It's fine,
He's
it's
hiding
fine.
behind. He's hiding behind his parrot.
It's fine. I just wanted
Yeah.
to be clear.
Can you tilt the parrot, Otto?
I mean,
Sorry,
I
that-
mean, we could just do that, but
You can rotate it. Funny.
Yes.
a 13 unfortunately misses the
Alright.
the lizard, if that's what you were aiming for.
Yep, that's what I was aiming for.
Yes, unfortunately you miss. Your arrow sails above Elner, and the lizard blocks it with it.
All right. That's all for me.
Pahanan.
Once more with vigor, Ray of Frost on the doesn't matter. On the regular reptile, not the snake.
Lizard folk, unfortunately, your race of frost sails the other side of the lizard and freezes some different water. Your shell is disabled. Are you going to move, or is
A
that it?
tear rolls down my eye, and I fall to my knees. I have my turn.
Okay. The lizard creature is going to attack Elner and then Melonius. It will
Alright.
make 2 different attacks. On Elner, it's going to attempt to bite you.
Oof.
And then on Melonius, it will use its heavy club.
May certainly try.
Here's the bite. The bite misses. I know your AC at this point, so the bite misses. And Melonius, the heavy club's coming your direction. Well, what's your AC?
17.
Yeah, you missed. So
Maloney's
it
still shirtless.
attempted to.
What was that?
Is Maloney still shirtless?
Yes.
Of
Yes,
course.
Are you just like carrying the shirt in one hand and punching with the other?
Yes.
you have it like a schoolgirl like kind of like hoodie tied around your waist.
No, I'm like, I'm doing the whole like the cool guy holding it over my shoulder.
You're like juggling it almost as you're fighting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
No, I'm fucking matadoring it where I'm like throwing the coat and then coming around from the other side of it. And
I
then
know that
catching it before I...
there's this tree here.
Yes, there
right?
is. Yeah.
Would I be able to
Make it
like
make
kind of slip by? And get
I'm gonna
behind it?
actually say no on this one.
Okay.
You'd have to go around the tree, which would
Yeah.
cost
That's be too
12.
much.
You could just swing normally.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm meant to do if I want to actually do damage.
You guys are looking great. I would just say go for it.
Nope.
Okay. You attempt to
we're-
swing and it blocks it with the shield. With its shield. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Isn't level 1
No, I will move. I will move now.
Sure.
I'll go to right here.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now I can't.
Melonius. Just like her. No, I can't do this.
I'm fine too. Come on.
You got no weapons.
Yeah, I do.
I thought you just threw them.
You act like I don't have more.
Oh,
Always
that's
carry
true.
that thing on me.
Melonius Paunch.
Punch
At least
successful.
Melonius can hit.
Melonius successfully punches the target.
I wish I could...
You click where it
Oh
says-
yeah, that's how you do it.
Got it.
That's the one.
Melonius, how are you taking it down?
I'm going to like whip the jacket from over my shoulder and throw it up, and then come from below it and just uppercut it in its jaw.
It was a little bit confused with the jacket, and it paid a lot of attention to it, so it looked up. And then, before it could glance back at you, you connected on your uppercut that you've described. And it drops its weapon and its shield, falls to the ground. I'm going to say it is unconscious, unless you wish to kill it.
It can be unconscious for now,
Unconscious, and I'm going to say you knock it back.
and then I'm going to catch the jacket.
Okay. And then
Damn right.
Melonius catches the jacket. You've all witnessed that.
And then I'm gonna move around,
Oh, he's cute.
and then as my bonus action, I'm gonna punch the snake.
You may, yeah, sure thing.
I'm
I have to
glad-
check. Hold on, I have to check this one. The snake.
I'm glad.
I think you
I'm
hit it.
glad. I'm glad one of us has
You hit
good
it.
stats and
You
can
hit it.
carry.
You hit it.
Cool.
Oh my god.
4 damage.
What?
So here's the thing about the poisonous snake. It has 2 hit points. How are you killing it?
Weak. And then that one, I'm just gonna kind of look at it and just bash my fist over its head, just bonk it.
Yeah, and you just with enough force, it just goes down.
That one, I'm gonna crush its head.
You just crush its
And
head.
kill it.
Perfect. We crush the snake's head. Now, technically speaking, the shambling mound is still here, but do you wish to show aggression to it, party?
I don't.
No.
Hell nah.
Okay, then I'm closing our battle theme and going back to the swamps.
I
So,
would like to recover my daggers.
you may recover your daggers. You
I
pull a
can.
dagger out of the creature's thigh, and you recover the other one.
Oh, ew. I just
Yeah,
kind of I kind of like
I
wipe it
read
off
I
against
can-
some like leaves.
Get like half my arrows back, I think is what I was reading. If I take the time to recover them.
Yes,
So I'd like to go get one of them.
you may do so. You may recover them. The shambling mound is just going to mind its own business. You guys are going to mind its own business, and so for the sake of cleaning up the rest of combat, that lizard folk was 100 experience. So we divide that up on the party, and the snake was 25. So 125. That math is going to really stink. So we'll play around with it.
18.
Everybody, give yourself 18 experience.
Whoop, whoop.
We're actually tracking experience in this campaign.
Yes,
Oh, boy.
sir.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. We are.
Murder everything.
You the lizard creature, you knocked it out. Did not kill it. Unfortunately, nobody here speaks Draconic, so we can't communicate with it appropriately. So if anybody would like to kill this creature, you may do so. Otherwise, we will move back to our map.
Is there any tracks from where the
If-
lizard folk came from that have other?
You can also loot. I forgot you can loot.
If nobody kills it before I get there, I will pull out my dagger and slit its throat.
Okay.
I will start looting the
I just
lizard.
kind of look away
Okay,
from this.
the lizard folk has a heavy club, a shield, and its clothing. There's no money on it.
And a dagger in its calf.
And for the
Look
sake
at
of
this is worthless.
Arden is walking up to the lizard. He pulls out his dagger. If anybody would like to stop him, you may attempt to, but he is about to slit this thing's throat.
Nope, I'll just block it.
Okay. Okay. I don't see anybody attempting to stop you, Arden, so you slit its throat and kill it. And I will move us to the map because you're not going to attack the ship. Right choice.
And that came from the east. This creature.
This
Like-
creature, the lizard folk creature, came from the water, and it appeared to come from the water. We'll say near the bridge, but from the water near the bridge. Up and north.
Hmm.
So you are now where the red square is. And let's see here. So for our East Coast folks, it's pretty late. This is a pretty good stopping point, in my opinion. What we'll say is you've just completed this combat, and you're on this landmass, and now at this point you have different directions you may attempt to go towards finding Natalie, lost daughter of. So, if everybody's
I'm good to
agreeable,
keep going, unless other people are not.
again, it's up to everybody else. If somebody wants to stop, we can stop. I'm totally fine with it. I'm just saying that this would be a potential good stopping point. But you can also continue and do whatever.
It just depends, like, if we're gonna I don't know how quickly it's going to take us to find her, but if we run into if we run into a big combat, that could take a long time, and we could be here another 2 hours or something like
pick
that.
up
We're
as
not-
combat next
We're
session,
not
so.
going to do a long combat. If we get to that point, I will stop it. I'll just say we're stopping before.
I mean, yeah, I don't care if we would just want to explore a little bit more, but yeah, let's not get into anything involved again.
No, of course not. If we do, I'm stopping it. And we're done. Well, combat is going to happen, but we're done.
Which of us East Coasters has bedtime on Friday?
Lol.
I'm just
Aha.
again. I just want to.
I'm just curious.
You think I sleep before 6 a.m.?
Like I don't.
Okay.
I don't care.
This.
Yeah,
Do
I'm
you
good.
care?
I'm good.
Yes or no? I didn't hear you.
Nah.
Okay.
Good.
Then we'll continue for a little bit longer. And again, if we hit what I'll consider a major combat, we'll.
Cool.
Okay, you're on this landmass, and at this point in time, you've completed this combat. You can go backwards, obviously. Combats in D&D are weird. They're not supposed to take too long, but I like to say it automatically takes you 30 minutes to complete a full combat, as in pre-combat, during combat, and then post-combat looting and such. I'm just going to say it takes 30 minutes to do that. We're going to say it's noon.
The Shambling Mound wasn't like blocking our path north, was it?
The Shambling Mound wasn't necessarily blocking your path. You could continue north if you'd like.
Okay.
What do the tracks look like here?
Yeah, let's try and see if we can find some more tracks.
Okay, survivals.
I will.
Remember, people can assist
expert.
other people. I mean, everyone can roll individually, or people can like assist others to give advantage, stuff like
Mhm.
that. But-
Okay.
Survival, right?
Me and Jub.
Survival if you
Pop.
wish. Yep.
Me, Jub, and
Ooh,
Okay.
let's go!
There's the first
As
one,
if he
baby!
needed it. As if
Mason-
he fucking needed it.
Mason's gonna be the carry of this campaign. He's got the dice. He's got the dice, and he's got the stats.
Mason, based on your knowledge of this region, which some of it's been provided to you already, you can piece together that there are tracks that are clearly bullywog tracks going south towards their den. Towards this house, there appear to be no tracks that you can discern that would be humanoid. However, towards the north, there are most definitely human tracks going towards the Isle of Mist. And as you look upon the Isle of Mist, you notice there is no visibility through that thing.
Hmm.
Did you find
Well,
something, Maloney?
I'll relay that information to the party. Well, I believe we should go north, but it may be a bit tricky with that.
Oh.
Or were there any
Hey.
tracks heading east?
None that were humanoid.
Hmm.
Was there any like signs of like a body being dragged to like the bullywog den or anything like that?
Good question. To what has been
Older
checked?
tracks.
No.
She has been missing for like almost a week now, so I guess wouldn't really have too many tracks. In do we have like any way to increase our visibility in there? I mean, I have a torch, but I don't know how much will help. So kind of like I'm digging through my bag. I have a lantern that can help us see a little bit in the ways ahead. But when we enter that mist, we should probably try to like leave some trail or something to follow back.
We definitely should stay together. Maybe like tie ourselves together just to make sure none of us get separated.
That might be best.
Actually, I left
No.
my cabin.
Who has rope?
I do.
I do.
might.
Yep.
I
good.
got rope.
You should. Most people should, just as part of their adventuring gear.
Yeah, I got rope.
Perfect.
How much rope do we have? How much personal space am I getting here?
I mean, everyone who has any sort of pack has 50 feet of hempen rope.
My
That's
pack didn't.
correct.
My pack didn't come with any rope, so sorry.
But I left that
Which-
shit back in the lodge because I didn't
Okay.
think I'd need.
Any pack that is not a like priest pack or a
I think mine was like the entertainers pack or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
entertainers pack also
Yeah.
doesn't come with one, but like explorers pack, adventurers pack, dungeoneers
We
pack,
probably have
all
enough
those come
rope.
with.
We want to like tie ourselves like together, like what's the plan? This could cause issues in fighting. The issue.
I was going
Like,
to
I think
say,
that-
if we find ourselves in a fight and we're all tied together, that doesn't sound too great.
I think we should just make sure we stay close together.
I
Maybe
We
agree.
could
we
all
all just
hold on to a
hold the
rope
rope.
instead of actually.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
Tying
not the worst idea.
Would I know if the
You know,
lantern
I
would
kn-
help at all with like visibility in this place? It's one of those bullseye lanterns that I have, so like can I actually project light forward? Would that help with some of this mist, or will I just have to like kind of walk in to find out?
Good question.
Well, sounds like you might be in the front.
I did infer that, yes. Unfortunately. So I kind of like I kind of digging through my pack and not that. Aha! I put this like little bullseye lantern and a little bit of oil. I kind of make sure it's filled up and pick up my tinderbox and just and kind of light the lantern and. All right, do we have the rope?
I pull out my rope and kind of lay it out and hand it to people.
Okay.
Kind
And
of grab
we're-
like the one end and then kind of like not tie it around my wrist, but like kind of like wrap it around my hand a couple times so I get like a good kind of hold of it.
Okay.
But I'm kind of white knuckling this thing.
So I need to know who's in the front,
I am in the front with the lantern.
and I need to know who is in the back. This
Uh,
line.
What's the marching order?
I need to know the marching orders. Yeah,
Who's
let's
on
get
my
it, please.
6?
Marching order,
Foxtrot.
please. So who's in the? So Erica's in the front, correct?
I have the lantern.
Okay, I'm putting Erica near the front of my
I'll go next.
thing. Okay, 1 second, please. All these names up here. Okay. Erica is number 1 here. Serox is number 2. Who's 3 behind Serox, please?
Me.
Nice.
I heard Elner. Very well. Next,
I'll
I'll
go.
be towards the front. Yeah.
towards the front would mean it's either Arden or Melonius. Which one are you?
I think
Who's on
it's
my ass?
not a bad idea if you take the back, actually, Melonius, in case something comes from behind us.
Yeah, true.
Who? Okay, so we have. By the way,
Squishy
Jub.
people, myself, Jub, and Pahanen in the middle, perhaps.
Who's behind
and-
Arden?
Pahanen will line up behind him, silent.
It was like Erica, Serox,
Pahanen
Arden,
here.
Jub.
Yes, I'll go behind.
Okay,
behind it.
Melonius is being the last one here. Agreeable.
Mhm.
I can take the back also if you want, Melonius. I'll offer that.
Is that as we're doing that? Jub in the end of the
If-
line.
I'll ask him if he would prefer it.
Melonius.
What?
Do you prefer being in the back, or do you want Jub in the back of the line?
I'll be in the very back then.
Okay,
All right.
Just to keep tanks
I got
towards
you.
the front and back.
Perfect. Okay then.
Sounds good.
While we're walking, I kind of want to like make sure I'm like looking out for like bad footing or like anything like that might be like a like animal trap or something or
Okay.
pitfalls.
Sure thing. Of course. Of course. So we're entering the mist. Yes.
I believe
Yes.
so. How is visibility
Mhm.
with the lantern?
Sounds good. Erica, you enter the mist with your lantern and the rope being attached to your entire group. An intelligence strategy to try and navigate this mist, something that you can hardly see through. You feel like you have an idea of which direction to go. You came from the south and you need to go west. And as you enter the mist with your party, your lantern light dissipates.
Hang
And
on.
no more. Is it
I-
lit?
I try to like put more oil in it and try to light it again. Any luck?
You light it again with oil, and you take another step.
Okay.
The light goes out.
Okay. No, that's just rude. I don't think the lantern's gonna help us very much. Do we have any like?
How well's the
magic?
visibility?
You call to your group, but realize, Serox, Erica, you can't hear her voice.
Do I see her?
You see her, but can't hear her at all for some reason.
How close am I to her?
Well, you're very close. You're tied together by this rope. I imagine you're at least a foot, maybe 2 feet apart.
Okay, and
on
I
this
can't
rope.
hear her.
Can't hear her at all.
All right, I'm gonna tap her on the shoulder and like point to the mouth, to my mouth.
Okay, well, Erica, Serox taps you and points to his mouth, the region that would be his mouth. He's armor.
I ask, what is it?
Serox, you can't hear what she's.
I like point to her mouth, and I point to my ear.
Arden's like right up by us too, isn't he?
Arden, it's Elner is behind Serox, and Arden is also there. Elner, by the way, you don't hear anything.
Elner's behind Serax. I'm
Do-
like kind
do
of looking
I-
at Elner like, do you, hello? Am I talking to myself? Do I hear my own voice?
You hear your own voice, strangely enough, but nobody else's.
I'm gonna point to my ear and like shake my head.
I'm still kind of confused, so I'm gonna look over to Elner and kind of like, do you have any idea what he's like? Like
Elner, Erica appears to be giving you a confused look and mouthing something, but you can't make it out. What do you want to do about that?
I'm just gonna shrug and like tell her to keep going and like wave my hand forward.
I'm assuming all of you are closer together for this, so the rope, people in the back, it doesn't appear you're moving at all, and you've completely stopped, and you can't see past the person that is in front of you or behind you. Melodius, in this case, only in front of you. So Arden, you see Elner and Pahanin, and I guess since Elner and Serox and Eric are all kind of like huddled together, you see all of them. Pahanin, you see Arden and Jump. That's about it. So just being clear on that. Arden, again, can't hear anything from the group ahead of you. So you're not exactly sure what's occurring here. You're confused, to say the least.
I have an idea. While this is happening, I want to like reach in my backpack quickly and like grab quickly some like a little bit of ink and like a pen and like a piece of paper that I have and kind of write out like, "Can you not hear me?" ? You can reply to this message. And then I pass the paper to Elner.
Okay, Elner. Erica
Pen.
hurriedly writes something, and what did you write? Just to be clear again.
Just can you guys hear me?
Okay.
You
write.
can reply to
Can
the
you
message.
hear me? Blah, blah, blah. You, Elner, it's passed to you. You take it, and it says turn back.
Okay.
He
well,
has
then
the pen too. Well,
You have this pen as well.
Well, then I'll just shrug and write okay and give them the paper back, and then turn around and point Arden, kind of like pointing to turn around and go back.
Okay. So
Now, I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I'm in between them. Did I see like anything that was written down or anything that happened to the paper or anything like that?
Good question. You're close enough. Why don't you do some kind of perception, or maybe a different kind of check to see if there's other checks you can make to see if magic's involved or the like. Perhaps one of those could be of assistance. You know
I'll
what?
just do perception.
The paper turned in such a way where the words were away from you, so you couldn't tell what happened.
I'm a very shy writer. I can't. I don't like people see me write.
You couldn't
That
see it,
great handwriting.
Serox, unfortunately.
When he
Alright.
gives the paper back, what does it say on the paper?
When he gives the paper back, it says your message.
Does he reply? Does it reply on him? 'Cause he wrote something.
Yeah, I wrote okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so he did write okay. Okay. Then the message is okay. I'm sorry. He actually wrote something.
That doesn't make sense. That's not what I.
Elner turned around and tried to go the other direction. Serox, Elner is, of course, attached to you. Are you going to walk with him, or do you stand strong and Elner gets
I
stuck?
stand strong.
Okay, you stand strong. Arden, you notice Elner turn after reading this piece of paper and try and walk towards you, but Serox stops. Pahanin, nobody's moving. Jub, Melonius, nobody's moving. I'll let you guys kind of have some role play here because the fronts had a lot of stuff here. So let's focus on the back of the line here. Pahanin, Jub, and Melonius. The line hasn't moved at all in what feels like, I'm not going to say forever because that's not appropriate, but it feels like it's been 15 to 20 minutes. It's been a while. You're not sure what's going on. I'll let you guys decide if you want to do anything, potentially interact with what's going on. You're welcome to do that. But Pahanin, currently you are only able to see Arden, and same goes for Jub and Melonius. You can only see the person in front or behind you.
I'll like move up to Jub and just say, do you know what's going on?
Do I hear him say that?
You don't hear him say that.
Okay, well, then I'll just also wonder what's going on, and I'm going to try and move up to Pahanin. See if he knows what's up.
Do you say it? Do you say it out loud, or do you do something else?
No, I'm just going to walk up behind him and try and look ahead to Arden.
Okay, you can make out Arden from here then.
Okay.
So Pahanin, you feel a tug at your blanket, the nice one. And do you investigate?
Immediately.
The conch is gone.
I jump to attention.
The shell is gone.
Oh no.
I freak out. I let go of the rope immediately, and I turn in place. I look all around me.
Okay. Jub and Arden, or Jub, Arden doesn't know because he's facing the other direction. Jub, you notice as you walk near Pahanin, he starts to freak out. He's freaking out. Something's going on.
Yeah, I will say, oh, what's wrong?
Pahanin, you can't hear anything.
I see his mouth move, but I am too concerned with the shell to really pay attention or try to communicate. I continue to search.
Pahanin looks at you, Jub, and there's just a look of despair. Something is horribly wrong.
Do I see Jub move up?
You do see Jub move up a little bit. He's investigating something.
I will move up with him.
You see Pahanin freaking out.
What is it? Do we hear ourselves talk?
You hear yourselves talk, but you don't hear others talk.
Okay.
I drop to the ground and look for tracks or something. I'm pawing at the ground.
You paw at the ground. The desperation has overtaken Pahanin. Arden, you feel a tug at the rope from behind you. Pahanin has dropped to the ground. He's furiously searching for something. Elner, you're stopped by Serox. Do you focus on why Serox is not moving, or do you just keep looking ahead?
I'll turn back around and like furiously tug at the rope and like make hand motions trying to tell him to, move.
I'm gonna shake my hand and put up like a hand to like kind of like say stop, wait.
I'm gonna kind of like. Do I see this happening?
Yeah, you're all kind of huddled together. One last thing, Elner, make a perception check.
Perception.
Okay, you don't notice it. Continue, group.
I'm gonna tap on Serox and kind of like, point to. I'm just gonna very, very loudly and very slowly just shout, "Can you?" While like gesture, you hear me?
I'm gonna interrupt. Arden, also make a perception check. Keep going.
Can I read her lips?
Arden, the rope in front of you has been cut. It's now slacked. You can you may attempt to read the lips. It's
Wait.
so obvious what exactly is trying to happen. Arden, I'll get you. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
You-
kind of a big deal.
You
there.
may attempt to do roll perception on this. Arden, go ahead.
On the
You
lip
said the
reading?
rope has been cut. It's now so like,
It's
what do I
completely
see?
slack.
Is my group not in front of me? Like what?
The
am
mist
I-
has overtaken your vision. You can't see the group anymore in front of you.
Okay, I will try and walk forward and find somebody.
DPK. DPK.
Roll survival. You're completely lost in the mist.
Boy, that's good.
Pahanan, you start to feel a tug from Arden. Okay, you have no idea where you're going now, Arden. Pahanan, you start to feel a tug on your rope. Do you go for it, or do you continue to furiously
Pahanan
look
dropped
for
rope,
your
didn't he?
shell?
I continue to search. I dropped it.
Yeah, he doesn't have
The line
We're
was
holding.
cut.
We're not
between-
tied. We're just like holding
The
it.
line was cut between
Yeah.
Elner and Arden, so the line is still intact between Arden and Pahanan. Just to be clear,
Yeah, but
Arden.
Pahanan dropped it.
Yeah, I've left the rope behind. I'm like,
Oh, you completely took it off.
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
we
God.
weren't tied together.
like,
you
tied
were
together.
holding
We're
it.
gonna,
Oh,
like,
you
hang
dropped it.
on
I
to a
thought you
rope
tied
together.
yourselves together. I apologize. I thought you tied together.
Like I like
Okay,
wrapped it around my hand
What-
a bit because I just wanted to make sure. I
Yeah,
had
no,
it.
that's like all
Clarify.
we did.
Sorry.
We just held onto it.
thank you for the clarification. I thought it was tied, so that helps a lot. Okay,
Yes.
Arden, you walk forward, and you are completely lost now. I will get to you in a second. Pahanan, you're furiously searching. Jub and Melonius are watching this. Let's go back to the Erica, Serox, and Elner group.
Okay, so did you want me to roll perception for reading?
Yes,
the
I did.
lips? Okay.
You're going to roll
I'm
it with
making, like-
advantage. You're going to get
I'm making
advantage on
it-
it. I'm giving you
Oh,
advantage on it.
God.
You're making it. It's so obvious. 9. Erica, what'd you say again?
Can you hear me? Just very, very loudly.
feel like
very
she said-
slowly.
Can we bear me? You feel like she said, "Can we bear me?"
Can we bear me?
Yeah.
I-
you feel
I
like
just,
she said,
like,
"Can we
kinda-
bear me?"
I kind of like tilt my head.
I just.
Elner, roll perception again.
I'd like to draw directions on the paper now, like forward, back.
Nope.
Like just up arrow, back arrow, and then show Serox and have him point to which one to go to.
You roll. You did an up arrow, an up arrow.
Up arrow and a back arrow, like a down arrow, like going back.
Okay, down arrow and an up arrow to go like in the direction of west.
Like up arrow to keep going in the direction we're going, and back arrow like as in like the direction we came from.
Okay. You,
And I
you
turn
draw that.
around and show him the directions, and I point to the two. I'm like, which
Okay. Elner, what you're showing this to Elner?
Elner and Serox.
Okay,
just kind of
Elner, you look at the piece of paper. There's an arrow that says go east and one that says go south. Serox, there's one that says go north and the other one says go west. That's what you
What
take
the
from that.
Fuck, dude.
Oh
I'm
man.
so good at these logic puzzles.
I guess I'll point to the one that I think says go west.
That says go west? Okay. So we'll pause there. Arden, you're completely lost now. Make another survival check. You can't find anybody.
I'm good at this. Oh,
You
okay.
stumble.
20.
There we go.
Roll a d2. We're going to see which group you stumble on.
2.
One will be my left group from you. Okay. You stumble, you somehow wind back and find Elner, Serox, and Erica confusingly looking at a piece of paper that's showing like 2 arrows.
Does he see that the paper says we should turn back as well? Did Serox see that now? That the paper says that we
Oh
should turn
yeah,
back?
because the paper said turn back before. Did it still say turn back?
No, it does not say turn back anymore.
All right.
Well, it
I'm-
said, can you hear me
I am
first?
not.
Yep.
I'm not particularly proficient at magic, but I would like to attempt to see
Figure out
what's
this.
going on here because something is very odd.
Okay, go ahead.
Did you notice
Roll what,
Arden
Arcana?
Here, like
Yeah,
by us?
I mean, I assume that would be Arcana,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Arcana.
and us three just kind of see Arden just up here next to us, right?
There's something funny about this mist. There's something real funny about
You
this
don't
mist.
say.
Pahanan,
Weird.
Jub, and Melonius.
Pretty weird.
We're back with you guys now. We're lightning fast with these switches. Pahanan, Jub, and Melonius. Pahanan, you're furiously looking all over the place for your shell.
okay.
Melonius,
So-
what do you want?
Can I like reasonably assume, because like I've noticed him having that shell all the fucking time.
Yes.
Can I reasonably assume he's looking for that?
Yes, you can. That's a good deduction to
Okay.
make.
Can I then like roll either survival or perception to try and find it?
Yeah, you can. Go ahead.
Well,
You roll perception. You're kind of looking around. Where are you investigating specifically? Are you investigating where Perhanen is looking, or are you investigating somewhere else?
like near the area he was in, but
Okay.
like not specifically where he's at. Also, while I'm doing that, I'm going to like tie the rope around my hand.
Sure.
I'm gonna just show everyone,
Okay.
like point it.
Okay. Jub and Pahanen's too busy, so he's not going to pay too much attention. You just recognize that, but Jub notices that. Jub, it appears that Melonius is pointing at the rope at his hand that he's tying. You make of that as you will. Pahanen, you're still searching. So now I need you to make another check. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. You're panicking.
Oh.
You're panicking completely. You've
Okay.
completely panicked. You're in panic mode, and that means
Okay.
new things are going to happen. Pahanen,
As
Great.
you look upon Jub, sweet,
Okay.
kind Jub, but you're completely you're hyper. You without your shell, what is to guide you through this world?
I don't know.
You think
I
Jub
don't
might have
fucking
it?
know,
Jub might
man.
have the shell. Jub's been
Oh.
awfully close to you a lot. That's a bit suspicious, and you know, that's not okay to have somebody be so close to you all the time. It's
He wants a
oddly
parrot
friendly.
and a shell.
It's oddly friendly. You should search him. You should
Auto.
search him now.
Auto
ahead.
at the beginning of the campaign. No character fighting. Also auto.
Immediate character fighting.
Okay.
Hey,
okay.
this is character searching.
I've been pawing at the ground like furiously for a little while now, and I just stop all at once and turn around and look at the companions behind me.
Jub Melonius, Pahanen, his eyes of desperation turn to you, his hands filled with mud
It's a slow
from pawing
burn.
at the ground.
I mean, I still have essentially just the jacket,
Okay,
so
you still have just the jacket.
I
Jub, what are you gonna do anything, or are you just gonna wait?
I'm just walking
It's okay
at
to
you.
wait.
By
It's
the
okay to
way,
wait.
I have a
Oh.
crazed look in my eyes.
Okay, well, so I saw Melonius with his rope thing, and then he started helping. So I'm just going to assume that Pahanen's just coming over to search near us. So I'm going to also try to follow Melonius's lead.
Okay, sounds good. So
I'm going to
Melonius,
tie the rope around my wrist as well and try to aid in searching. I don't know when Pahanen gets to me, but
got it. So you start searching around the ground, and you and Melonius are. You can see Pahanen's going absolutely. It feels like he's going insane. Pahanen, as Jub turns, you see
Does
a
he have
little
a
bit of
backpack?
see a tweak in his
I do.
bag. There's a twinkle in his bag. Something's in his bag.
I try to rip the bag off his
Jub,
back. Like
Pahanen attempts to grab your bag. What do?
do I feel him like
You
coming
feel
at
a lot of force at once attempt to go
Okay.
through your bag.
yeah, this is
I'm-
not subtle. I'm like, I'm strong arming it.
Yep.
I'm trying.
all right? I'm just going to try and stand up and turn around.
You stand up and turn around. Do you keep the bag on your person, or do you let it drop to the ground with him?
I guess it would fall off.
Okay,
let's say.
it falls
I'll
off
pull
to
it
the
off.
ground. Jub, to your horror, there happens to be a shell in your bag. It looks oddly like Pahanen's.
Okay.
Pahanen,
I assume it's already in his hand.
a shell
if I can see
a
it.
shell just rolled out of the bag. It's yours.
I pick it up. I rub it once, and then stare up at Jub,
And
anger in my eyes.
and Pahanen, you also notice the blanket. It's just on the ground a little bit to your right. In this case, and Jub, you're stunned. The
Yep.
shell that Pahanen covets beyond anything, and Melonius, you see this. It just rolled out of your bag as it fell to the ground. You have no idea how it got there.
can I insight to see if Jub's reaction is genuine?
You may.
My reaction, by the way, is just going to stare and be just
Jub is stunned.
not know what to do.
Melonius,
Yeah.
you have like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm going to like motion at Pahanen and just say like I'm not going to say anything because obviously that's not going to do anything.
Sure.
But I'm going to make a motion of like point at all of us, and then make a circle, and then point outside of the circle with my hands, and then make a motion of talking.
Okay.
And then make a motion at my wrist for a wristwatch.
Okay.
Do those exist?
I'm assuming there's some form of like pocket watches.
There is
so
a
like something
form
like that.
of way to tell time that could be put on your person, whether it's something like that. There would be
Sundials.
some manner of
They're in.
that. Yes, there's some manner of
Sundial
that.
wristwatches are in right now. Come on.
That's an assumption that anybody could make. That's fair.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you there for a second. Let's go back to the other group. Erica, Serox, Elner, and Arden. Arden has joined your group, and you notice he just walked right into your view from the mist, from a direction that feels like northwest. He came from the northwest.
Does he still have a grip on the rope?
No.
He just doesn't have any. Okay. I want to go past Elner because it's me, Serox, and Elder, right?
Correct. With Arden now, of course.
I want to like tap on his shoulder, like be like 1 second. I'm gonna grab with 2 hands, grab the rope in front of him, and just pull as hard as I can.
Okay.
At the back of the gang.
At the back of the gang that was Pahanin, Jub, Melonius, the rest of them. You pull real hard and you fall over yourself because the rope's been cut. Elner didn't notice it at all. Elner, you're shocked.
I kind of panic.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I kind of like hold like the frayed end of the rope, and my hands are just kind of shaking.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my weapon and kind of like look around then.
You start to look around, Serox. Excellent timing, because I'm about to blow your mind. You start to look around, and you see an odd figure in the Somehow, you get a visual of an odd figure roughly about 5 feet away from you, at the very edge of where you could visually see. It appears to be a woman with antlers. Looks like antlers. And she's carrying some kind of odd-looking red orb with a black dress. Not much. The dress being mostly on the bottom. The top is almost essentially just raw. You see this woman.
Okay, so it's a normal-looking like human woman, but with antlers.
It's a humanoid woman with antlers and white hair, and she beckons you to follow her.
I'll do it.
Serox begins to follow what seems like nothing. Elner, Erica, Arden, what do you do?
I kind of like rush up to him and point back to where the rest of the group was, and show him like the frayed rope and be like, and point to it, just be like,
I don't know, and I point forward at the lady.
I look ahead. Do I see
There's
anything?
no lady.
I turn him around. I'm like, we should leave.
Do I understand that?
A different voice comes out of Erica's mouth. It says, "Go further."
All right, I go
Does
further.
it look like I say go further?
It does look like you say go further.
What the fuck?
While this is happening, can I cast Detect Magic?
You can cast Detect Magic. What a wonderful idea.
Okay.
By God, there's magic here. There's so much magic in this mist.
Is it just like magic literally everywhere
It's
around
just
me?
the mist itself is magic. There is a mysterious spell on this particular landmass. The Isle of Mist here, it appears like it is causing hallucinations of all manner. That being said, that cut of rope was not an hallucination. There may be some other creature in this area with you.
This is a pickle, isn't it?
Serox, do you continue to follow the woman?
Yes.
Okay, Serox is going that way. Do you join him or no?
I'm still holding on to the rope. Though.
I'm holding on to the ropes, so I guess I'm kind of getting like dragged, and
Okay.
I'm kind of like I'm trying to like push back, but I'm not like I'm trying to like stop him with the rope, and I'm like looking over at Arden, like and back at Saros and just like.
Is the
Somebody
woman
help?
like? Is she like standing still, or is she like?
She's walking.
Going-
No, she's just walking. She's
Okay.
beckoning you to follow her, and she's walking in a direction, and you are following that direction with her.
Yep.
Okay.
I-
If you all follow, that's great. Melonius, make a perception
I'm not.
check.
Oh boy.
I'm not following though. That's the mist.
Oh boy.
If Erica, okay, I have to be very clear. Who is following Serox?
I'm trying to pull him back with the rope.
It's not working. He's too strong.
I'm trying really hard though.
Elner, Arden, are you following him or no? Or are you trying to
Like you
pull
see me
him
like
back
kind of
and
like
resist?
dragging my feet, like kind of like slipping in like the swamp.
Well, the perception's going to come into play here in a second, Maloney. Hold on. Stay patient.
I'm losing ground.
I'm just.
I'm not strong. I am losing ground on this. I'm
Now,
losing this war.
Erica can't hold Serox back. He's just walking.
Is the rope fraying at all?
Not really. It's holding strong at the moment.
Okay.
I think we lost Spoon, by the way. In roll 20 at least.
We'll come back to because he's.
It's all good. I'm gonna assume that he's with you guys for now.
Spectrum,
what are you doing
Spectrum
out
Oh,
there?
Spectrum destroyed you.
It's powerful.
Spectrum is powerful. Okay.
Yep.
Then Spoon, would you like to follow Serox or not? I mean, Erica's trying her hardest to prevent this from happening.
I have no idea what's happening. I've missed the last like 5+ minutes. I have no idea what's going
Then
on.
answer this: do you follow Serox or not? Yes or no?
I'm walking in a direction.
He's you don't know what's going on. Neither does anybody else. This mist is extremely confusing.
This guy has walked forward without everybody for a couple of times. Yeah, I'm not following him. Fuck that.
Okay,
Hey,
Arden stays behind. Elner?
I am going to like walk up and like grab at Erica's like arm and just tug her the direction Serox is going and try to follow him.
Okay. Melonius, you look behind you. Serox walks right behind you. Serox, you're right behind Melonius.
Do I see him?
Yes.
What the fuck is this?
All right, I'm gonna stop then, and I'm gonna look over at him.
Pahanin and Jub are eye to eye right now. There's tension in this moment. Melonius, you see Serox, and you see Erica and Elner. Erica's trying to stop Serox from walking, but
Do I see them?
yes, you're all together except for Arden. Arden has stayed behind.
Lost
Okay,
in the mist.
can I-
again.
I give up the tension here because he stopped. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
I kind of like
hold
I
on.
kind of like follow my ass a bit.
Melonius, go ahead.
I'm going to just like pull on everyone and try and get them into like a group huddle.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I go for this. I agree.
Okay,
I
everybody's in the group
grab
huddle.
people,
And I'm
except
just
for one
going
person.
to put up 7 fingers and just put them as close together as possible and then point at all of us.
I shake my head rapidly and grab onto his wrist immediately.
Melonius, you notice something though. Where's Arden?
That guy was a dick anyways.
Okay.
I now hold 6 fingers.
I'm sorry, Spoon.
Lowers one finger.
Let's go to Arden right now. Arden, you're alone again. Oh, alone again. In this mist with a bunch of fools just walking around. What do you want to do?
I want to get the fuck out of here.
That's a great idea. But what are you going to do about that?
I'm gonna.
Do what to do.
Good luck, Arden. If only we had an ardent sensor here.
Arden, you're taking a while. Allow me as DM to intervene for you. You notice an old lady from out of the mist walk up to you.
Wonderful.
You've seen her before. She was in the tavern back in town. She says, "Oh my goodness, dearie, what are you doing out here? It's quite dangerous. Come with me."
Insight check immediately.
Go ahead.
another wonderful fucking roll.
She might have some idea of how to get out of here. But,
Alright.
you know, it's an old lady that just came out of the mist. Obviously, you should be a little bit skeptical.
Yep. All right, I will hesitantly follow her, given that I have no better ideas, but I will keep my wits about me, I suppose.
Sounds
Keep
good.
My eyes and ears open.
Arden, you follow the old lady, and we will get to you in a moment. The rest of the group. Arden's gone. You have no idea where. But you've huddled together, and I think you're ready to trudge forward out of this mist.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of like point in the direction I think is the way we came from, and I'm going to point to the direction I think we were trying to go to.
You point in
Kinda
the
look to
in the
group
direction.
to try to say like which way do we want to go.
You point in the direction you think you should go. The antler lady back. She beckons you to follow her in the direction you pointed. Go forward, out of the mist.
I'm gonna like point very heavily to go in that direction.
What? I have no bearings at this point, so I'm just like looking to everyone else for direction at this point. I want to go left. That's it.
Can I take a like? Is there any way I can like check the dirt? No, there's no way. Never mind.
Do we
Okay.
see any? Actually, do I see any tracks below us that aren't ours that I can see?
Good question.
Can I see?
Only your own tracks are what you see.
Actually, I have an idea.
Mhm.
I want to go the way that I think is south.
Okay.
And just go until I hit water.
Okay. Do you pull the group that direction, or do you go
Yes.
off road? Okay. Serox, Melonius thinks you should go his direction. You are being beckoned to go another direction. What would you like to do? And then the rest of the group can decide where to go based on their own judgment.
I'll go with Melonius.
Melonius, Serox follows you. Does everybody else follow the two of them?
I'm just saying he killed Aquaman and the snake. I'm going wherever the fuck this guy goes
Aquaman?
at this point.
Okay.
Okay.
I tied myself to
I'm
it. so I don't
following
drag
Sarah.
along.
Pahanin?
Bahanin has. He's still
Have you
frustrated,
regained? Okay, you're
scared,
frustrated. Yeah, you're
but
frustrated.
he's thinking again. He realizes that this mist is the perfect cover for any thieves to steal away his shell. So he decides it's time to cast a spell.
Okay.
He's going to raise his hands. He's going to clap them together to create a wave of force in front of him, trying to blow it away.
Thunder wave. You just thunder wave on your person
Into the mist.
into the
Away
mist.
from our teammates.
Away from
from
your
my
Can't
teammates.
wait for you to TPK all of us.
Okay, you thunder force, or she's not thunder force. Thunder wave into the mist. You thunder wave into the mist, away from your friends. I guess your group.
Could be at us.
The mist parts briefly for this thunder wave, and you look forward at what has been parted, and there's just it seems like there's water, like a body of water in front of you. And then the mist comes back.
We see him do this.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No, this is all visual.
If I see the water, I'm going towards that.
Did we hear the boom?
Yes. That thunder wave is that boom to you is not audible, but it will be audible to some other thing.
Uh-oh.
Oh joy.
So Melonius goes towards this water, and the water is in fact there. This time the mist did not lie to you. You find yourself at some water right here.
Oh.
You are right here, and as you look, you go into the water slightly, and there's a bridge just a little bit that way, All you gotta do is walk towards
If
it.
we're at the edge here, is like there's still mist around us? Are we able to like talk to each
The
other?
mist
now?
is behind you if you exit into the water.
I am going into the water.
Why am I here? Why am I here?
The water
Swimming
is
time, boys.
roughly waist deep. You can do one of two things. You can attempt to return to the mist and try and reach the bridge very quickly. You may also walk slowly through the water to the bridge or to the landmass. So the bridge has obviously closed.
I am trusting the water more than the mist, and as soon as enough people are out, I'm just going to say, can we talk to each other now?
You can talk to each other.
Okay.
Okay.
I
I
like
can
go
hear
and breathe
you.
a huge sigh of relief. Just
Okay.
like
You said it's waist deep on.
On a normal humanoid.
okay, so it's
Okay.
about like
So what is me and Pahanan doing?
You're
Because we
swimming.
can't walk
You're
in
swimming.
the
it's
water.
like 2.5
You're swimming.
feet, right? And
I
then
can swim.
We're swimming.
dog.
Okay.
You're swimming.
let's put it this way. How high is it from me?
For you,
I'm
Damn, it's
like
good.
around
getting
5
close to
foot.
chest.
Oh, so it's like 3 feet high.
That's
Or
why the
higher.
gnome and the halfling are swimming. Melonius and Jub, I assume you're tall enough for it. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maloney's is a
You're,
brick shit
you're
house.
able to talk
Yeah,
to
I
each
am
other.
built like a brick shit
Where-
house.
You're out of
Where's-
the mist for
How
now.
tall are you?
Where is Arden?
I think I'm 6'2".
Okay.
God,
I
speaking,
didn't exactly
you
put
know-
it down.
God, speaking of Arden, we're gonna almost travel back in time because these events happened. These events are not in the same synchronous time as yours. The old lady, you and her
Playing
exit the mist
victim.
at the bridge just fine. And she says, "Oh my dear, you see, you should trust Helena."
I appreciate it, Helena.
Why don't you come with me to my cottage? You appear cold, and let me take you into the warmth.
How cold is this?
The water is fairly cold.
Have you seen the mayor's daughter? I'm out here looking for her.
Mayor's daughter? Why, you know what? Come to think of it, I have.
You have?
Yes,
Where?
I can show you in my house.
This. Can I insight again? This is feeling like stranger danger right
Go
now.
ahead.
Like,
Go ahead.
God damn it! I rolled. Dude.
God, she could have the daughter though, or she could know where the daughter is.
It could even be a boat.
I'm just you. While you
Maybe
were
she has a
skeptical
teleportation circle to
before,
a safer place.
she took you out of the mist. So that's pretty trustworthy, right?
I mean, my character kind of just doesn't trust anybody, though. That's the thing. Like,
But
She's got a good face.
Helena, her soothing voice.
all right, I'm
It's
again
surprising.
where I don't trust. Like my character doesn't trust people. I will warily follow her.
So she says, "Come with me, come with me," and you walk towards her house. The rest of the group, in the distance, as you trudge through the waters, you can almost make out Arden with some old lady in the distance, but they're fairly far away.
We know for sure that it's Arden, or just like it looks like it might
Well,
be.
it's a person that's wearing some green clothing, from what you can tell.
Did someone shout at him? My voice won't carry that far.
Can somebody pick me up so that I can focus on a spell real fast? Because
I'll
I'm not
reach
very
down
good
and
at
pick him
swimming.
up.
How heavy are you? Maloney's might carry you on his shoulders.
Oh.
So we need to swim out of this water, correct? We need to get to the bridge.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I
So
can try.
someone-
I'll try to shout at him, but
So someone picked up Elner. What about you, Pahanan? You can swim. I know that, but
I can swim. I can breathe underwater. I
but
also
can
got
the
it.
conch swim?
okay, you swim.
can. I have a question.
Yeah, go
Quick
ahead.
question. Would dark vision help me see in murky waters? Would that be?
Oh
reason?
God, I don't even know.
I
Even
don't
if it
think
doesn't,
so,
I would.
because
don't
it's
think-
more obscure than
Since
dark.
I can breathe underwater as the rest of the group moves, I would like to remain underwater and try to keep an eye out for
Sure.
any
The
suspicious moves.
swamp water isn't super clear, so hard to see. But I'll give you a little bit of a benefit from the dark vision. I'll give you a little bit. I give you a little leeway with that.
Otto, can I do something?
Yeah, go ahead.
As I'm walking with this lady, I would actually like to cast Charm Person on her.
Okay, go ahead.
Ooh.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC a million. Because Spoon rolled really well on his stats.
Oh, spell save is 12. Okay.
Of course,
Green hag.
Of course, it's a fucking hag. I knew it was a hag.
Well, gosh, I guess she failed. She's
Yeah.
charmed by you, I suppose.
Wouldn't be.
She must be charmed by you. Go ahead.
I say, so Helena, you were just about to tell me about that, about the mayor's daughter, Natalie.
Yes, I was.
Would you mind telling me where she is?
She's in my home.
She is.
Yes.
Well then, lead the way.
Perfect. It's not often I get a prisoner so easily. Now you can make a wisdom saving throw.
Play the Uno reverse card on you, Spoon.
Oh, I gotta check that actually. That's really good.
That's a
That's
decent
actually pretty
roll.
solid.
That's pretty
I was
solid.
expecting
That's
Spoon to
pretty
roll like a
solid.
6
Finally
again.
got a good roll.
Yeah.
Gosh,
even
I'm trying to
check
check
the
this
save.
one.
Double digits? That's a pog.
Level 1, that is a pog. Anything above a 7 is a pog for me.
Maybe. Isn't the spell save 12? I think it's
What?
12 because I'm looking at this. Yeah. Okay.
This will save a 17.
It's 12. You succeed. She attempted some kind of spell on you, Arden.
I assume I haven't seen my friends yet.
Oh no, you haven't. She attempted a
Um,
spell on you, and she knows you resisted it.
Is she like right next to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my character wouldn't know anything about hags. I'm gonna try and stealthily draw my dagger and attack her.
Okay. You attack her. Go ahead and roll your dagger attack, and we'll get to the rest of the party in a second. The rest of the
Back
party,
to normal.
you're swimming, and in the distance, you feel like you hear some commotion, some noises, and what sounds like an old woman, a voice of an old woman, and then you almost hear Arden's voice for a moment. And Arden, you swing your dagger, and you definitely miss. And she says, "Oh, my dear, that was not a good idea. You have two choices now. You can come quietly and be my prisoner, or I can slash you to bits and leave you for your friends to find. Which do you choose?"
How far away are we, Otto?
I would say you're about 50 feet.
Oh,
40 to
get,
50
what,
feet. 40 to 50.
half movement in sludge?
In the water, you are in difficult terrain, so half movement.
Oh.
So
It's
she
still
like.
longbow range.
I mean, I guess
I mean, if you can stand.
Arden, go ahead.
I guess I don't like know, but okay.
Mhm.
Obviously, meta.
Meta, you know what it is, but your character.
Meta. I know what it is, but like, when I cast my spell,
Mhm.
like, did I feel it take effect on her, or like what? Like, I don't understand like what happened. It just didn't work. Or...
It took some effect, but it didn't work the way you thought it did.
Okay.
She was more
I
willing
see.
to share information that she probably wouldn't have wanted to share, like that you're going to be a prisoner. But yeah, that's not working against her, it seems.
Okay. Well, I just shrug and say, well, alive sounds better than dead.
Now that's a smart lad. Come on in. I'll get you some nice food, some warmth, and then we'll talk about what happens. For the rest of the party at this point, they'll eventually get into the home. The rest of the party, you're at this the waters and you're seeing this, but have you tried to swim to the bridge yet?
I think we've been making our way
I
there.
think
the
that was
whole
our
time.
way. Yeah, we're just trying to
Good.
get straight to the bridge. To get back.
Pahanin, there's a crocodile in the water.
Oh, okay, okay.
It hasn't made its
do-
move yet, but it's
Okay,
there.
so I can very clearly see it's a like it's not just
You
a
can
blob in the
you can tell.
distance.
You can tell.
Okay.
It hasn't made its move, but you can see it. It's slowly swimming towards you, your group.
Towards us. Okay,
Slowly, very slowly.
Okay, and I know the direction too. Okay, I swim up to the surface.
Direction it's swimming towards. This one.
Are we like how? Sorry, I'll let him.
How far away are you from the bridge is a valid question. You're about 15 feet from the bridge.
Oh, so just like one round.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to tap the person I believe has shown the most promise. I tap Melonius on the shoulder and I point in the direction and I say, "There's a crocodile. Look out."
Melonius, you look. There's a crocodile. You should look out.
Thanks, Otto.
You're welcome.
I will motion for the party to like, just kind of like quietly, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Okay, party.
Bridge now.
Quickly as I can without
Yeah.
coming on the shore. I want to run to that bridge.
I'm
I don't
gonna-
know why, but
Sure.
So, I've been
Oh, nothing.
holding this person for a while. Didn't you want to cast a spell?
I have a name. I did, but we're past that now.
Okay.
Keep going.
Do you want me to put
Yeah.
you down, or do you want me to keep holding you?
No,
mean,
I
he doesn't wanna
can't
get
swim
wet.
well.
Okay.
Let's just like yes. So eventually you make it to the bridge. Melonius and Pahanin, the crocodile didn't get to you, and as you look to the bridge on the side, this is it's a little bit of like there's like water that goes under this bridge. Obviously, it's not just like it blocks the water completely. There was a crocodile on the other side of this bridge as well, that was swimming towards you, but
Nice.
they appear to have backed off for now. And as you look ahead towards this house, the woman in Arden
are we sure
And
that was
I
Arden?
try and find their tracks.
you may.
Do I smell him?
Yeah, that sounds like a good call. Let me do that as well.
Jub's coming in here hot.
I would just like to
14
assist
for...
Jub
Yeah, sure. Jub, you can roll again. There's an assistant.
as I'm drying off my entire person,
Oh, you roll again?
basically.
Yeah, go
you
ahead.
get
Yeah,
an
yeah.
advantage.
All right.
If someone's assisting
20.
you, you get
Hey.
an advantage.
Melonius's roll would have been sufficient as well. There's definitely tracks going towards the house. You could deduce it's either the old ladies or Arden's.
Well,
There aren't any.
I mean-
ruins.
Should we try to sneak up on the house? Do we think they're hostile? I couldn't get a good view. I couldn't see
don't-
over the slope.
I don't trust anything in this swamp anymore.
That's
Except for
that's
you. Except for the
That's
things I came in with.
that's a good idea. Good point. Good point. So perhaps we should maybe try to be sneaky. I mean, is there any is it like completely open terrain here in the hut? Is there like can we sneak up to the hut or is it like
You could sneak up to the hut under some brush.
I'm not
Yeah.
good at sneaking.
You could if you wanted to. You could also just walk right up to it.
Tell you what,
thinking?
I'll walk up. You guys sneak.
Okay. Do you want to just like let us kind of get an idea first, and like signal to you? You know, like
That works for me.
okay. Here, and I kind of take back out the lantern I put in my bag earlier. I'll light this when we're looking to go in, and then you can run in with us. Good.
I'll nod my head.
Okay. And then I'm gonna head off towards the southern coast and along that way to try to sneak up towards the house.
Okay.
We'll follow Erica.
Following to sneak up to this house.
I like to say I'm like 15 to 30 feet ahead of everybody else, if possible.
Okay.
A bit of distance.
There's a couple more things. I'm gonna. By the way, we're gonna pause here. Actually,
Yeah.
we're gonna pause here as soon as you guys do this. There's a couple cleanups that need to happen. Arden, I'll give you the full description of this house in due time. I do have a map for it set up, but this house, it's a very small hut. Actually, it appears that there's 2 stories to this thing. There's a lower story with a fireplace. It's a big fireplace that's meant for cooking. So it's like there's like a pot that can be cooked in, and there's some kitchen area with like various different that you've never seen before. Then, additionally, there's some bookshelves, table. The table is actually made. There appears to be some silverware and plates with drinking glasses, and the second story, from what you can tell, there's a staircase that leads up to. There's some bookshelves at the top of the stairs. The stairs, it's a very large landing at the top. That's for Arden's sake. We're gonna pause you there, Arden. We'll come back when we play again. As far as the rest of you are concerned, Pahanin and Serox, there are 2 bits of business I need to clean up. Pahanin, you haven't consulted your shell. Would you like to consult your shell?
I would like to consult my shell.
Your shell says, tread carefully, Pahanin. What lurks inside, more dangerous than many things. And Serox, that antler lady that you've seen and you were following, she appears one more time within vision of you. And very close to you. She's within several feet, and she's looking right at you. Nobody else can see her, for clarification purposes.
I kind of look at her quizzically. Does she do anything?
She just says, "Do tread carefully," and walks away.
Who are you?
In due time. And that's where we're going to pause for today. As a last bit of business for Jub, your parrot is scared.
Okay.
Yeah, how do you look quizzically when you have a helmet? That's a question, actually.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
You just sort of I guess your like gauntlet scratches your head.
My head.
Yeah, you tilt your head.
kinda
There you go.
tilted, like,
I got it. You tilt your head. That'll do. Okay, that's where we're gonna pause for today, everybody. So the we made our way through the dangers of the swamp and the illusions of the Isle of Mist, and now we are at a. You guys saw it. I mean, you metagame saw it. You find this hut that an old lady and Arden have walked into, and you stand ready for anything. But I think maybe I would allow Jub to do a check on maybe just doing a check on Swamp. Another nature check to see if he could pick up anything. So Jub, if you'd like, you could make a nature check. See if your
fair.
understanding of these locations elicits any sort of relevance. You could also do history. You could also do
okay.
history.
I have the same modifier for both of those, but I think my nature is probably a little bit more in character. Swamps
Sure.
aren't my specialty, but we'll see.
It's rumor is that swamps are home to what is known as a hag. Hags are dangerous women, very dangerous creatures. You should be extremely careful. Most adventurers should be careful. But if it is a hag in there, Jub, you know that the danger is high. Should you enter?
Boy, I sure hope there's not a hag in this hut.
Sad that we don't have any dust of deliciousness.
I said in my head.
And that's where we're going to end. That's the pause. So we'll stop here. The things we got to clear up are Arden, what the frick is going to happen in this hut for you? And for the party, now this became a rescue mission for 2 people. So we'll see how you guys navigate this hut.
mean, it's still one person, right?
You think